with the first pick.
Hutchinson, sack time! Derek Stingley takes it away. Tiger football!
He's a superstar.
I've been headed to the bottom of the barrel for a while now.
It was on, it's picked off! That's Gardner!
Making friends with all my demons, never lonely.
Big hole, and they pick up the first down and then some.
I think I need a lifeline. I don't know when I became somebody.
And into the end zone goes Garrett Wilson. So Garrett Wilson has arrived to the party.
I never thought I'd leave it all behind.
Trouble again. Karlaftis with the sack. Oh my, and right on cue there is Karlaftis.
Somebody to bring me back to life.
And then what's he do? He hits it with the baseline. He can not only throw it, but he can run that bad boy too.
I wish that I could rewind.
Big hole, keeps his footing, touchdown!
Somebody I don't recognize.
What a block by Ikem Ikwanu.
Y'all know what it is right here. Y'all know what it is right here.
I want it, don't need it. I had to realize.
Somebody pushing 340, run a 4.82.
That is a ridiculous time for somebody that big. That is phenomenal.
Think I never saw this coming.
Thibodeau is a disruptor. You have to know where you are going.
Never thought I'd leave it all behind.
Thrown deep down the sideline, and it's broken up by the outstanding safety, Kyle Hamilton.
I want it, don't need it. I had to realize.
Going deep into the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, man!
I feel it, believe my own eyes.
Oh, my! He put that thing right on.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select
Somebody to bring me back to life.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year where dreams become a reality as players accomplish what they've been waiting for, transitioning from college into the pros. And you are joining us for our NFL Draft live reaction show. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining in to this brand new episode of Time to Football, a very special episode as we've got the NFL Draft here coming up just shortly. My name is Hassan Khan, the host of this channel called Time to Football. Glad you guys are able to join in on here. And we are actually joined by a very special guest. So let me go ahead and preface right now, because you're about to know a lot about this guy once you see his outfit. So he's a good friend of mine. His name is JoJo Patton. For the last couple of years, we've actually had Michael Watson come on the show. But
Ooh. Hey, guys, calm down.
well, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, JoJo Patton.
Hello, everyone. It's me, JoJo Patton. Yay! That was a much better reaction than Michael freaking Watson.
Yeah, JoJo, you are the person that's responsible for being my co-host here tonight and leading us here in this NFL Draft live reaction show. Actually, as a matter of fact, people can't, you can't see it right now because it's kind of covered up, but it says JoJo Patton, and underneath it says divorced.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm divorced.
He is very much divorced. Actually, as a matter of fact, because the thing is, I was trying to put like your username, like Instagram handle, Twitter handle, whatever underneath, and I couldn't find anything because like you're not really that interactive on social media.
Yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact, let me actually show the people your Twitter account. And for those that want to check this out real quick, this is actually his profile pic is his divorced wife. So there you go. That's
wow.
That shows.
And that was from when we were dating.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, I'm skinny in that picture,
dude. And you're not skinny right now?
No. Mm-mm.
Camera adds 10 pounds.
It looks like I've eaten 10 cameras.
Hey, well, speaking of eating, we've got some pizza here off to the side. So if any one of us wants to go and grab it, we're going to be disrespectful and just get up in the middle of the stream and just grab it and eat it. Also, if you've been tuning in for the live stream for the last 3 years or so, vanilla Coke is what I drink is my drink of choice. What do you got?
This is water.
Liquid Death.
Sure.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
liquid death. It looks like beer, and it tastes like beer, and it gets you drunk like beer, but this specifically is not beer. So,
Fair enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've actually got the NFL Draft here live streaming, and we're going to be feeding you the audio as Roger Goodell makes the picks here in just a moment. But we can't show you too much, otherwise we get copyrighted here. But
don't want to do that.
just to kind of preface the NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars for the second straight year have the number 1 pick. Many people believe it might be Aiden Hutchinson. Other people might even believe Trayvon Walker, your guy from Georgia.
Yeah.
What do you think of Trayvon?
I think he's great. Go Dogs.
I love that analysis. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think he's fantastic.
As Roger Goodell is on the stage right now, they actually have this at the Bellagio in Las Vegas, and he gets booed. I've actually been to an NFL Draft before when it was up in Nashville in 2019.
Yeah.
And every single pick, it is not an exaggeration. They go up on stage. As he goes up on stage, they boo.
They boo?
They boo. They boo him. They don't like him because he issues a lot of fines. And I don't know. It's
Look, they're booing right now. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're
that's fantastic.
They're very, very rowdy right
Although
here.
she wasn't booing.
Yeah.
She's excited.
Very excited for her team to draft number 1.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a Lions fan. Who's drafting number 2? People don't know who the Lions are going to be taking. It could be Kayvon Thibodeau, could be Trayvon Walker,
Probably
Aiden Hutchinson.
Trayvon. I would draft Trayvon.
Well, Trayvon might be going number 1
Yeah, well, I would draft him
twice.
I would draft him every time.
Yeah. Well,
I'd draft him as much as I could.
well.
Hey, Trayvon, if you ever want a good drafting, hit a boy
hey,
up.
we were all almost drafted. Actually, as a matter of fact, believe it or not, when the whole World War.
Yeah.
You know how people forgot about that? People just forgot about it.
Yeah,
Now it's about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
That's what the world has come to now.
Or like, Ukraine, we've got your backs. And then 2 weeks later, you who? You.
Yeah. You.
I don't. Who's Ukraine?
You guys are joining us in the chat right now as we're going to be streaming this. I'll encourage you guys to continue to leave your messages. Also, by the way, if you at any point you want to join in and call during the live show, you can call in during Discord or through Discord. So click that link in the description and just join that waiting room channel. And then I'm going to be dragging you to that one channel that says, "We're live, brother." That means you're live. You got to
Nice.
unmute yourself. And then you can ask any sort of questions if you want to chat with JoJo and I. And throughout the show as well, we have guests as well that's going to be coming onto the show and talking about everything. And as a matter of fact, we have Ice Cube joining us on the stage right now.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
He's a rapper. Or at least he used to be.
Well, I think he probably used to be.
I don't think he still raps.
I don't know. I don't think he does.
I'm pretty sure he's rapping as much as Herschel Walker's playing football right now. So, a little
And
football
running
humor.
for Congress.
Well, oh yeah.
Little foosball. By the way, show off your outfit. What do you got? What do you got here?
Allow me to. Let me stand up. Hold on. Let me take the cans off real quick. Stand up. Show off. This is what I'm wearing.
This is what he's wearing right now. So he's got a little bit of a onesie overall. Got the socks to match with that.
Yeah.
They actually make them faster.
Yes.
Believe it
they
or
do.
not.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
Yeah. So that's actually a quite the nice touch to that.
I don't know how you can make an athlete much faster like me. An athlete like me, I should say.
Well,
But somehow,
we'll
they
see.
do.
Is that Derek Carr with a mohawk? Okay, if you guys are tuning into the draft right now, we missed it. Otherwise, I would have put it on. But Derek Carr, I think, has a mohawk. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's go. The guy in the back.
Look at that.
Do you see him? Is that a mohawk?
It is. It looks like a. Yeah, it looks like a. What the heck is that?
I don't know. You guys are leaving your comments down below in the chat. We've got Antoine Harris saying, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Whoa. Hey, calm down there.
Calm
Please.
down. Brett Forsyth, a Time to Football faithful, saying, "Let's go." He's a Seahawks fan, so let's see what his team is going to be doing here at number 9. We've also got few late nights.
Few late nights. Hey, I understand. Again, I'm divorced, so
So he would
had
understand
it.
the most.
I've had a few late nights
He is saying so
with
excited.
myself.
Yes. We don't care. Who's going to report us? Who's going to
Yeah.
report us? The 5 of you watching right now?
Yeah.
Screw you
I
guys.
dare you. Don't
Don't do it.
Don't.
Brett Forsyth saying Peyton Manning will be the NFL commissioner soon. Whoa,
Wow.
What a hot take. Could be happening, maybe.
Old Peyton.
And Spider Kid saying this man is a freak. Talking about you? The man is a freak?
Talking
This
about
man?
me?
Talking about Trayvon Walker?
Oh.
Talking about Derek Carr's mohawk. I wish I read this comment sooner. Then we would know.
Any of those, probably.
Any of those. Absolutely. And
I'm not a freak. I'm very normal.
Let's go ahead and get right to it as the NFL Draft has officially begun. We've got the Jacksonville Jaguars now on the clock. JoJo.
Yes.
2 people that they could draft.
Okay.
Trayvon Walker.
Yep.
And Aiden Hutchinson. For the longest time, Aiden Hutchinson was the number 1 consensus pick. I wouldn't say like 100%, but like 90% of people said he's going to be drafted number 1 overall. Then Trayvon Walker just like climbs up into the boards and into the conversations.
Because he's amazing. Go Dogs.
Yeah, you being a Georgia fan, actually, as a matter of fact, and you watching Trayvon Walker play a lot, I mean, can you say anything else besides he's good?
Well, I would say I hope he doesn't go to the freaking Jaguars.
Well, yeah, that would be kind of detrimental to,
to his career.
To his career, yeah.
100%. Don't go Jags. If you do go to the Jaguar, I mean, the one benefit would be I could drive there.
That's very true.
You know, it's within driving distance.
We're here in Atlanta.
But so is Atlanta, yeah. So
yeah, Atlanta is the same distance from us as Jacksonville is with all the traffic. That's
exactly.
If you live in Atlanta, you know. You know. That's how it is.
IYKYK, guys. IYKYK. No, yeah, I love Trayvon. I think I'm gonna miss him a bunch as a Bulldog fan, but I definitely don't want him going to the freaking Jags. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna have to wait and see if it happens or not. I mean, Trayvon, this was just a conversation that came up like the last month, I would say, that hey, the Jaguars are actually Trent Baalke and them and company is actually considering drafting them, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, well, let's go. So
go with the other guy.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, the guy from Michigan, actually, as a matter of fact, who made it to the Final Four, but wasn't successful as the national champions were.
That's right. Go Dogs again. Go Dogs. Can't say it enough.
And Aiden Hutchinson is going to be making his somewhat, we hope, debut in the NFL for either the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Detroit Lions. Because if one person goes number 1, then you expect the other person to go number 2. As
Here we go.
ESPN is showing a little bit of a highlight reel of Trayvon Walker.
I'll tell you, that's one sexy man right there.
Again, we can't show you way too much, but we'll show you this clip right here.
Ooh.
Hey,
that's not even his best, man.
The guy that he tackled right there, his name was Hassan Haskins.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, something about Hassan's being weak. But, yeah, Trayvon Walker is definitely a beast. Like, here he is, Bryce Young. And
complete monster.
Yeah, just the kind of...
Look at this, across the field.
Come on. Nasty.
Yeah, that's why we're going to miss him.
Yeah, so... as you can see as well, Trayvon Walker's family, is this in Georgia?
Probably. Because go Dogs. I don't think I've said that yet.
Well, Spider Kid just commented and said, talking about the freaky overalls that you have on.
Oh, sure. Well, it's not freaky. It's divorce. Please don't divorce shame me. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm dealing with it how I need to deal with it, and that's by buying overalls.
Coping the way that he wants to cope. Don't judge him for it.
Yeah. Overalls and whiskey.
As we are approaching now 5 minutes left on the clock, we are waiting for the Jacksonville Jaguars to make their selection. If you have the number 1 overall pick, why not just submit the pick right then and there? Like, you know, you're waiting for, like, the clock is ticking.
Right.
But, like, you have every player available to pick from.
Yeah.
And you're eating up the time.
They're going to take every minute, or every second, I mean. Every minute.
Every minute.
They're going to, as soon as there's 1 minute left on the clock, they're like, all right, we'll make the decision.
But you know what happens, actually, if the clock runs out and they don't make a pick?
It goes to the next guy.
It goes to the next guy, but they can still put in their guy, but they have to wait until the other guy that is behind them puts in their pick.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, wait, so they still get to pick? They just pick second? The new second? I think they should go to the end of the list. But
well, it's happened a couple of times actually in NFL history. One team, the Baltimore Ravens, actually missed 2 picks. So
really,
they missed. Yeah, they were
I mean, what are they doing? They're just kind of like screwing around, calling people, hey, do you think you want to do this maybe? And they're like, nah, I don't know. And
Yeah, I mean, you get 10 minutes. But we got a graphic up that says that the pick is in. So we're going to be finding out here in just a second on whether it is going to be Trayvon Walker or Aiden Hutchinson.
Don't be Trayvon. Don't be Trayvon. Don't be Trayvon.
But the pick is in, and we are waiting for Roger Goodell. And again, once Goodell comes up here on stage, we're going to be feeding you him announcing the pick. And again, we can only feed in just a little bit of it because we don't want to get copyrighted. We don't want to get taken down. So it's just going to be for a couple seconds. You're going to hear Roger Goodell announce the pick.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. Where are you, Goodell?
I'm going to be honest. Actually, I've been saying all this, don't pick Trayvon. I would be over the moon happy for him, just as a Dogs fan, for him to be first-round draft pick. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of Georgia Bulldogs out there, especially on the defense, that could be drafted. Like, for instance, Jordan Davis is going to get his name announced here today. Devonta Wyatt.
Jordan Davis? Who's that?
Yeah, some stud. Or some, not stud. What's the opposite of stud?
Slacker. Ghost sitter.
Yeah, there's Nakobe Dean as well. He could be falling to the second round, but I think
Nakobe Dean, fantastic player.
Yeah, he's fantastic as well.
I'm pretty sure it's only UGA's defense in the draft right now. I don't think we have any offensive players that went to the draft. Well, I could be wrong.
There's George Pickens. George Pickens, people are talking about could be a sneaky pick. That's right. So let's go ahead and feed in the audio here as Roger Goodell is announcing his pick.
Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Oh,
we were a little delayed with that, but we have Trayvon Walker being drafted #1 overall.
Heck
by the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a little bit of a surprise. I mean, out of nowhere, it seemed like it was going to be Aiden Hutchinson, and then here comes Trayvon Walker. JoJo, what do you got to make of that?
I think that's awesome. I truly do. Like I said, I know I was making a lot of jokes earlier, but I'm over the moon happy for this man. He worked really hard last season, and it's great to see his hard work pay off.
As his family is celebrating here today, Trayvon Walker is going to be announced as the new Jacksonville Jaguar. And that means that next up, the Detroit Lions in Michigan. Hey, I know someone that plays at Michigan.
Oh, yeah?
His name is Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh.
So would you assume that this pick would be the Michigan guy, Aiden Hutchinson?
Sure, because I don't know anything about the draft. So, yeah, I'm going to assume
Why not? Let's go for it. Yeah. So Aiden Hutchinson, more than likely, we expect to be the pick here by the Detroit Lions, who are on the clock right now. And that's 2 edge rushers now off the board, and that's going to be quarterbacks could be taken here later on in the draft as well. The Detroit Lions are being rumored, hey, maybe Malik Willis could be an option for some people here. It's okay. You don't have to be quiet.
Oh, I wasn't being quiet.
You know, like sometimes in school when like, psst.
Sure.
And then everybody like.
I was like looking around. You know what I used to do?
What do you used to do?
I used to do this to freak. Yeah.
I thought it's something open there.
Well, sure. But it would piss my teachers off big time. They thought I was chewing gum. Or somebody was chewing gum, and I would do that, and they'd be like, "Who's popping gum?" I'm like, "Yeah, guys, come on."
You were an asshole. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh my
And I'd be like, "Hey, guys, come on. This is class. We need to take this seriously." And then go back and do that, or I do it down here.
How many years were you held back?
Just one.
Just one. Okay, all right.
And then, but I would make that sound, and I remember one time a teacher came over to me. I mean, you can hear from where it's coming from the room.
Right.
A teacher came over to me and was like, "Hey, open your mouth. I want to see. I know you've got gum in there." And I opened my mouth. I was like, "I swear I don't. But guys, seriously, if someone's popping their gum around me, I need y'all to stop. I'm not going to take the fall for this." It was 100% me. I wasn't popping gum.
So did he like realize that it was?
It was a girl.
She realized.
Way to assume.
Oh yeah, I don't.
2022. Jeez, cancel him.
Cancel me.
Did she realize that it was me?
Like that you were just like BSing and said like, I don't have gum.
I don't know. She told me, so I had her multiple years in a row. Her name was Miss Gross. So shout out Miss Gross. Appropriate name.
Appropriate name. I was going to say.
There was actually 2 Miss Grosses at my school. One was really cool. She was awesome. The other one, not so much. And she, so long story short, Miss Gross was a terrible person. But I had her 2 years in a row. This was my second year having her. And one day she pulled me aside.
Oh, what? 1 sec.
Oh.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Aiden Hutchinson,
Wow.
defensive end, Michigan.
So it is Aiden Hutchinson now. That gets taken by the Detroit Lions here. Hutchinson, the edge rusher from Michigan, will now be making his debut this season with the Detroit Lions. So what a turn of events in the last month it's been that Hutchinson is the one that's being taken by the Detroit Lions and Trayvon Walker to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The quarterbacks still available on the board, and there's 2 teams inside of the top 10 that need quarterbacks in the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Do they make a move up in this draft to take one of those guys? But Aiden Hutchinson is now a Detroit Lion as he makes his walk right here and hugging the commissioner.
Doing a little bit of a
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I saw that. A little sneaky McGregor right there.
Little, can't even fucking read. Talk about
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather. Anyways, Miss Gross.
Oh.
I forgot what we.
Oh, yeah.
If the story's
That
over, the story's
woman.
over. It's.
No, she pulled me aside. That's right. My second year having her, she pulled me aside and she was like, "Hey, I wanted to say, you used to be my best student. I don't know what's going on, but you need to get it together." And I was like, "I was your best." What? I was like, "Do you not remember the whole year before me tormenting you with frog noises?"
She really said that you were the best student?
I swear to you. She was like, "I remember you used to be my best student." And I was like, "I don't know. I was always a smart student. I was a bit of a class clown, but I did well in school."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but yeah, I don't know. She was living some sort of pipe dream, I guess, thinking that I was this star pupil.
you're like the saint.
Yeah. I was not that. I will say that.
As the Detroit Lions now have their edge rushers they're celebrating, we've also got people walking up to the stage. I don't know who, but now we've got the Houston Texans up available on this board. And if you want a little bit of visual, Joe, I should be typing this out, but I'm not. Nah, whatever. It doesn't matter. The Houston Texans now available to pick an offensive tackle, which is one of the players that they're really talking about. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think there's some rumors earlier that were circulating here today that the guys that they're considering, Ike Ekwonu from North Carolina State, Evan Neal from Alabama, Derek Stingley even was in the conversation being drafted here at number 3. That was the rumor. The Texans are also considering calls and trading down as well. But it looks like they're going in the direction of either offensive tackle or in the direction of a cornerback because quarterback, they're locked in on Davis Mills. They trust him. He's their guy. But the Houston Texans, they need some help up here, up front. As the pick is in for the Houston Texans, so they'll be announcing it here in just a bit. But let's show this cool graphic right here. Ndamukong Suh, the last 5 defensive players selected number 2 overall. Good company. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Von Miller, Ndamukong Suh, and now Chase Young. Aiden Hutchinson.
I'd like to see the last 5 defensive players selected number 1 overall and Trayvon be up there, but the media hates the Georgia Bulldogs. So
it must be, yeah. You could have put Myles Garrett up there. Like, there's some Jadeveon Clowney. But,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well,
Trayvon Walker.
They probably had the graphic already made, and then they just switched the 1 to 2 or whatever.
They were maybe they were expecting Trayvon.
How'd you know? How'd you know, Mel Kiper? How'd you know?
Yeah, come on, Mel.
With your hair.
Look at you, old white man, just looking at us for no reason. Not even saying anything, just looking.
No. Mel Kiper gets a lot of crap. So there's a player, I don't know if you remember Jimmy Clausen. He played at Notre Dame.
Okay.
He's a quarterback back in like 2010. So he gets a lot of crap, that ESPN analyst Mel Kiper, because he said that he would retire if Jimmy Clausen was not successful in the NFL, and he was not. and he is still up here.
Hmm.
Now, I will give him credit. He did say that Josh Allen was the number 1 quarterback in the 2018 class. So I do have to give credit to Mel Kiper there. However, Jimmy Clausen, that one was kind of a blunder. As we've got
Hey, pick is in.
the pick is in here for the Houston Texans. So let's see who the Texans will be picking here.
I bet I could guess. Trayvon Walker.
Again,
Yeah.
three picks in a row.
I
Trayvon
think
Walker.
I would make, I'd pick him if I were the Texans.
As we are now waiting. We are waiting.
This is nice.
This is really nice. A little bit of a wait. Yes. You're going to see, this is a 4-hour show, ladies and gentlemen, so you're going to see a lot of dead time here, a lot of space we got to fill.
I could talk more about my teachers growing up.
Good. Or we can listen to the commish right here.
Oh, sure.
Third pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
Wow.
Defensive back, LSU.
So Derek Stingley is the option here for the Houston Texans as the cornerback for LSU, who had an amazing freshman season, and then after that kind of fell off, or I don't know how you would really describe it, but Derek Stingley being taken by the Houston Texans. So that's a little bit of a surprise. As Michael Watson in the chat is saying, our mock is off to a good start. We did a mock draft to see, predict, okay, who's going to go number 1, number 2, all that good stuff. None of these picks are correct.
Interesting. Michael Watson has to be in the chat.
Yeah.
He just had to show up.
Just had to.
He just couldn't stay away.
Hey, where's your baby?
Yeah, how about you go be a good father?
Yeah, take care of your kid.
Sick of these guys. These guys just giving up their fatherly duties
Yeah.
to talk about football. It's insane. It's
This
disgusting.
is what's wrong with America. As Ben
Truly.
Shapiro would say, well, there's about 52% of households that don't grow up with a father, and that's the leading cause of decline in the community. And
Exactly, and that's Michael Watson, 100%.
That's Michael Watson. Yeah, take care of your kid. It's bedtime for your kid. You put him to bed,
Yeah, did you?
and you have to
Did
watch
ya?
him too.
Did you rock him? Did you give him a little smooch? Tell him a little bedtime story?
JoJo just has baby fever because he's not close to,
Because I'm nowhere near it.
nowhere near.
Yeah.
He
gonna be
saw
a
a
while.
glimpse. He saw a glimpse. He almost had it,
I was so
and then he
close.
just got taken away from him.
I was so close. Just like Hutchinson being first round overall.
Oh! You've been taking notes. You've been keeping up. JoJo, are you a football fan?
Yeah. Well, sure. Yes. Yeah, I am. I am a college football fan for sure. I'm sure they've already gathered that by me saying go
Go
Dogs.
Dogs.
About 60
over and
times.
over and over.
But yeah, I love my Georgia Bulldogs. Big time. I love college football. NFL, I don't know. Doesn't really do it for me. Atlanta's kind of boring. I know that's a shock to your heart because you're a diehard Falcons fan, but
How
I
can
don't
you
know.
tell?
yeah. Yeah. Nobody would guess.
Nobody at all. Chasen in the comment is saying, giving up your recruit duties, Joe, whatever it takes.
Jason.
I have no idea what that means, guys.
Whatever it takes.
As the rest of YouTube doesn't know what that means either. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. It's just firefighter things, you know.
this guy's a firefighter, by the way.
I am certified firefighter at this point.
As the New York Jets are now on the clock, they got 4 minutes left to make their selection here. So Derek Stingley is off the board. The options for the New York Jets, Joe Douglas. There's so many beat reporters out there saying that Joe Douglas loves this guy, that guy, this guy. In our mock drafts, we had Joe Douglas going after Ahmad Gardner, number 4 overall, and then actually trading up from number 10 to number 8 with the Atlanta Falcons to get Jermaine Johnson because he loves both those guys. I think he's trying to target those. So if my opinion means anything, which it doesn't at all, I'm going to say that it's Ahmad Gardner here at number 4, who wasn't the first corner taken. Surprisingly, it was Derek Stingley. And then I'm going to say Jermaine Johnson is going to be the next target. However, a rumor has come out and said that if the Jets still have Ike Ekwonu available on the board, there's no way that you pass up on Ekwonu, like an offensive tackle. You need an offensive lineman as well. So just options here for the New York Jets.
Sure. Hey, a fun fact about the Jets. They won the 1969 Super Bowl.
It's very true.
The Jets, and guess who won the 1969 World Series? I know you know. I know.
I've heard it plenty of times.
Yes, but say it because it's the best.
1, 2, 3.
The Mets. Yes, the Mets and the Jets. New York. That's why New York's the greatest sissy.
That's why they're the great. Now,
that's why they're the greatest city.
Now I think the Mets have won it since then, but the Jets haven't. So
right.
The Jets know what's up.
So the Jets, they said, "Hey, 69, and I'm done." They said, "Give me some, and I'm done."
Then we're over with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said, "I want some 69, and that's it. I don't want any more."
But yeah, that's
none of that 70s action. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're just like, nah, we're done. We don't need another Super Bowl.
I mean, you don't want too many Super Bowls because then you're just Brady. You know,
that's not the greatest of all time.
Yeah, make me puke. You know.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think that's an incredible stat there that I know about NFL is that they won the 1969 Super Bowl.
Very true. Very
to
true.
To all those kids out there that doesn't know what 69 means.
Can you explain it to them?
Yeah. It's when you have 69 bottles of beer on the wall, and then you take one down and pass it around. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pass around that old 6-9.
My wife's dad definitely watches his live stream.
That's awesome. Hello, sir.
Now he's regretting the decision of me marrying his daughter because of
who he's friends with.
Because of everything you just said.
Sir, it's just a year. 1969.
But anyways, yes, the New York Jets are now on the clock. The pick is in, actually, and we're going to be tuning in here to the pick here in just in a sec. Seth Allen is actually in the chat and saying, who do you think the Jets are going to pick up? Yeah, I'm saying Ahmad Gardner right here. I'm going with Ahmad Gardner.
Think Ahmad?
I think Ahmad.
Who is it? Ahmad or who?
Ike Ekwonu.
Ike Ekwonu. What a name.
Yeah. Ike's a nickname.
Yeah, well, no. That's what he was given at birth.
Yeah, that's 100% what he was given. Ahmad Gardner, his nickname is actually Sauce. So let's see if the Jets pick the Sauce right here.
That's a terrible nickname. I like Iggy better.
As Roger Goodell is going to be making his appearance here onto the stage, and we'll be feeding you the draft pick here in just a bit.
The Icky Iguana. The Sauce versus the Icky Iguana.
What is going on right now?
It's zooming in on nothing. There we go.
With the fourth pick
I love that.
in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner.
Wow.
Defensive back, Cincinnati.
And there he is, guys. Sauce Gardner is the guy, better known as his name, Ahmad Gardner, as well. So Gardner is now the selection for the New York Jets. And again, this is something that we expected from the mock drafts that you guys have watched. The rumors out there, the news that we've been following is that Ahmad Gardner from Cincinnati, one of the key pieces of that Cincinnati team making the Final Four appearance, Gardner being taken by the New York Jets is going to be a huge boost for that secondary. So Ahmad Gardner is now a New York Jet. Great move by the Jets. But in the process, though, they lose out on a talented offensive tackle, an Ike Ekwonu, and an Evan Neal, who are still available on this board. So conventional wisdom would say maybe the New York Giants, who have been rumored to be interested in an offensive tackle and a cornerback with their number 5 and their number 7 picks. Now, number 5, they can 100% get Ike Ekwonu, be done with it. Without a doubt, you're good.
Yeah.
But that leaves the question of number 7. You don't have a cornerback available that you can draft. The next best available cornerback, according to a lot of people, is Trent McDuffie. McDuffie is falling outside of the top 15 in some of these mock drafts I've been seeing. So in this instance, it's kind of like, okay, maybe the New York Giants do take their offensive tackle here with the number 5 pick. And then at number 7, they might be interested in trading down. And a team that we actually talked about in our mock drafts that could be trading up inside of the top 10 because they have the ammunition and the firepower to do it, the Baltimore Ravens. So be on the lookout for the Ravens to make a move inside of the top 10 if the Giants or the Panthers at number 6 elect to trade down, and Kayvon Thibodeaux is still available on this board. But we've got Ahmad Gardner here. You can see the stats. 0 touchdowns allowed last year. That is something of another level by Ahmad Gardner, allowing 0 touchdowns. And I think he ran a 4.41 40-yard dash as well, so a very good key piece for that Jets secondary is Ahmad Gardner. Man, it seems like every time I switch back to this angle, you're getting closer and closer to me.
I know. I keep trying to shift this way, but it's I don't know. I think it's just the electricity coming from you. That attraction is just incredible.
Let me do this. No, I can't do that.
I've got people asking for the link to this live. They can't get enough of it.
They can't. They just want to continue to share this. And I encourage you guys to continue to share. Actually, as a matter of fact, when the Falcons are on the clock here at number 8, we're going to have a special guest joining us. His name is Jansen Harris, who's been in the area for quite a bit of time. He's a local broadcaster here in Atlanta. He wants to chime in here for the Atlanta Falcons and their selection here at number 8, or if they trade up or trade down. We'll have to see.
We'll see, yeah.
But the
trade down.
Trade down?
Trayvon.
Trade down, Trayvon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the Giants have 3 minutes left on this clock. Let's see what they elect to do here. Again, we expect that it's going to be either Ahmad Gardner, you forgot something? Running back?
Oh, his shirt's unbuttoned. He's getting a little too excited there. Uh-oh.
Wow, we had to cut away from that because we can't stay on too long. But, wow.
Not even that. It's just it got inappropriate for the audience.
All right, yeah, okay.
I am now seeing him undressed. Oh, you switched it.
All right.
He is now taking his clothes completely off.
Guys, please tune into ESPN right now. He is
he is completely naked.
He's completely
I
naked.
repeat, he is completely naked. 1969.
The New York Jets last Super Bowl appearance.
Shout out to Sarah's dad. If you're really watching, cheers, brother.
Grab a Miller Lite. Cheers.
That's right. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, it's not Miller Lite. This is water.
Liquid Death. Yeah.
It's not Liquid Death.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure saying this is Liquid Death is a branding issue. This is just water. It's not Liquid Death, but it's also not Miller Lite, even though it looks, tastes, sounds, smells just like Miller Lite.
Which tastes like water.
Yeah. It's actually just water.
The pick is in for the New York Giants, and we're waiting for Roger Goodell to make an appearance here onto the big stage to make the announcement for the Giants. So, like we said, if you're just now joining in, the Giants are going in the direction we assume, and you know what happens when you assume, Hassan, you and me, I get it.
Yeah, when you assume you're wrong.
We assume it's going to be an offensive tackle. It's going to be either Ike Ekwonu or Evan Neal, because at this point, if those guys are still available, the Panthers are going to grab one of those guys who pick at number 6. So you want to get probably one of them. It could also be a strategy that the Giants pass up on them. They get someone like Kyle Hamilton here at number 5, and then they can get someone at number 7. But let's go ahead and check in and see what the commish has selected here for the New York Giants.
The old commish.
Oh, good old Roger Goodell. We're going to be tuning in.
We call him Mr. Commish.
As he makes his appearance here on the stage. And he's got a special guest joining him.
Are they hyping up the boo, you think?
For the New York Giants pick, I'm joined by Sam Prince,
Is that a little boy?
a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish kid.
That's awesome. I don't mean to be a dick here, but
Good.
we don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah.
I know it's a special moment. I just can't. Gosh, I feel freaking bad. I gotta
Yeah, you just cut off a Make-A-Wish kid, man. That's a one-way ticket, man. That's a
Oh
one-way
my gosh,
ticket to not heaven. That's the other place.
My fate
HE
has
double
been
hockey
decided.
sticks.
My fate has been decided.
That's it. You're going to heck.
Oh my gosh, man. Okay, hold on.
Comes true.
Comes
We
true.
hope this wish will be a turning point for Sam as he looks forward to being a...
So anyway,
I can't. I don't want to get copyrighted. I just can't, man. I can't.
oh man, this poor kid. He's living his dream to be on Time to Football, and you're crushing it. Oh, he's calling it out.
Okay, all right. Let's see what he's saying.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end, Oregon.
Oh my gosh. This is an amazing pick right here by the New York Giants, picking Kayvon Thibodeau to be their edge rusher. They need edge help. Kayvon Thibodeau has been falling in drafts, in mock drafts. Some people thought he was going to be the number 1 overall pick at one point, and then it just didn't work out. And now he is going to be a New York Giant. Wow. This is amazing.
I mean, that's like my come up story, basically.
Yeah. You're a New York Giant.
We have basically the same story. Yeah, that's incredible. And we cut off a Make-A-Wish kid to tell it.
For Kayvon Thibodeau. Kayvon Thibodeau is being drafted by the New York Giants. This is a little bit of a surprise, I would say, in my guess, just because, I mean, the fact that Kayvon Thibodeau was passed or taken over an offensive tackle, I mean, there would be no guarantee that Thibodeau would have been around by number 7, because a team could have traded with the Panthers, who reportedly wanted to trade down to acquire more picks because they don't pick again until the 2nd round. So the Panthers were an option to the 4th round. So the Panthers were an option to trade down and acquire 2nd and 3rd round picks. However, like, you need an offensive tackle. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not bashing the pick at all. I think it's a great pick, but you pass up on an offensive tackle.
When you need one.
When you need one.
Sure.
But there are 2 good offensive tackles out there. So the Giants thinking might be like, hey, we pick again at number 7 because number 6 is on the clock right now. So if either or is taken, we're just taking the other guy. Yeah. So it might actually be a pretty good strategy.
Okay.
But Thibodeau is a guy that is going to be playing in the Big Apple.
Hey, good for him.
Good for him.
Hey, New York is a great city. Oh, look. Man, I love that. That's incredible. And of course, we got to cut it off. And there he goes. That's it. Sorry,
oh, my
kid.
gosh, dude. Yeah, I love that.
Sorry, kid.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, it's definitely a feel good moment for the Giants.
Field goal moment.
Field goal moment.
Definitely a field goal moment. What a 3-pointer.
What a 3-pointer.
Worth of a moment right
there. Yeah. We encourage you guys to leave your comments in the chat, and you guys can also join us live on air if you guys wanted to as well. Again, the link is in the description if you guys wanted to chime in and comment down below or talk with us. But you can also comment in the live chat if you wanted to as well. But the Panthers draft room, as we take a look at them, it cut away. But Malik Willis, they're showing a shot of him because he's still available. Quarterback is still an option for the Carolina Panthers. Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis. However, there were some rumors out there saying that maybe a quarterback at number 6 is going to be a little bit of a reach. So I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say that the Panthers don't get a quarterback, and they're looking to either trade down or they're going to get Ike Ekwonu here at tackle. The smartest thing, please, Matt Rule, if you're listening, David Tepper, all those guys, smartest thing is to get an offensive tackle here. If you get a quarterback, not the wisest move. Not the wisest move at all.
That's a really dumb move. Really, really dumb.
As we've got the Panthers 2 minutes left on the clock. What's going on right here? We have a special request. Someone said to dab.
Did they?
They did. Oh, Pierce. I remember Pierce.
Yeah. Okay.
Will?
Okay, I told him, he asked me, and I said comment. And
Is that McDowell?
Yes, McDowell.
Is he a Bengals fan?
Yeah.
Who do you got the Bengals taking? Who you got the Bengals taking? Comment down below.
Yeah, he's actually a huge fan of both NFL and baseball.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he knows a lot.
So like the Jets and the Mets.
Yeah. 1969. No, yeah,
Yeah.
No, I know he's a big. Will, comment down below what the bumper sticker is on the back. The presidential one. Yeah, it was my hand. It's fine. What the presidential one is that you it's a Bengals thing. But I can't remember what it is.
I'm so confused. So is our
it's
audience.
A sticker. Yeah,
we're losing viewers as you speak.
Also, okay, so to continue losing viewers, the other day I was at the grocery store and I bought a watermelon.
Uh-huh.
I made that story up. I didn't buy a watermelon. Actually, yesterday I just went to the grocery store and bought milk and then some cream cheese. So,
well,
I'm just now realizing how ridiculous that combination is. But
is it flavored
really
cream cheese?
No,
because recently I've been
just
into
plain.
Actually,
the vegetable medley cream cheese by Philadelphia. Yeah,
the chive and onion.
The chive and onion's great, but the vegetable medley is fantastic.
Zoe eats chive and onion.
Well,
and we're always like, does it taste good?
Well, I'm taking his spot as roommate one day, so he can.
You are.
He can.
You are.
Go shove it. But, and then once we do that, apple butter will come about.
I love how only one other person knows
what apple butter is.
It's my wife.
That is a thing. Actually, some of my fellow recruits know.
Oh, okay.
Chasen,
yeah.
Will, Pierce, they probably know a little bit. I don't know if they remember me talking about it.
Well, apple butter is definitely going to be a podcast that we're going to be starting here, where we just talk about nothing. Mm-hmm. Talk about nothing at all.
Basically, what I'm doing during this current podcast, but he will join me.
Yeah.
So while he's trying to work and I'm distracting him with stories about what I shopped for at Kroger, it wasn't Kroger. It wasn't Kroger. I just lied. It was actually Walmart. It was the Walmart Family Market. It's like the Walmart. It's not even real Walmart. It's like Walmart 0.5. You know.
I only know Walmart Supercenter.
Yeah. No. There's it's a grocery store version of Walmart. So you know how Walmart sells everything. This doesn't.
No lawnmower.
It's like It's like half a Walmart.
I can't think of a Walmart.
It's not even half a Walmart. Okay. You know, you go into Walmart and usually to the left. I love Walmart. You know, you go into Walmart, usually to the left, there's all the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depends on which Walmart, but go ahead.
So that's a store.
It depends on which entrance, but go ahead.
Sure. I mean, there's some Walmarts that it's to the right.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
It's always either to the left or to the right.
It's never straight back. That's electronics, by the way.
Exactly. It's electronics or pet care.
Yeah.
Right? Pets. But
nope. I've seen pet care.
What?
I've seen pet care with like the groceries on like the left or the right.
There's in my Walmart in Gainesville.
I've never seen that before.
There's pets are in the back.
It's always like electronics, toys. There's never.
Yeah, no, I know. But at my Walmart, the pets are in the back. Someone back me up. 1969. But yeah, no. Anyway, so imagine just that one portion.
Yes.
And then that's a full Walmart.
Wow.
And
that sounds like a
more
poor Walmart. That sounds like Winder's Walmart. As Roger Goodell.
NFL Draft. The Carolina Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu, tackle, North Carolina State.
Hey.
Well, there you go.
On that pronunciation.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, Ike Ekwonu is his nickname, but Ekwonu.
The Icky Iguana.
The Icky Iguana has been selected by the Carolina Panthers and now will be as part of the Carolina Panthers organization as he played his college football at North Carolina State, so he stays close to where he played college ball. And this was actually a very, very, very smart pick by the Carolina Panthers. Thank you goodness for not picking a quarterback, because this quarterback class, as many people refer, is one of the more weaker ones in this class. But Ekwonu is taken off the board now. Now you've got the New York Giants. That's going to be picking here. And as we talked about, the Giants are one of those teams looking for a tackle as well. Evan Neal is available, who played his college ball at Alabama. Evan Neal at one point, boo, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason there's a bunch of booing going on.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's Roger Goodell.
The crowd's not a fan of it.
So
Alabama sucks. Hey, guys, let's be respectful.
Come on, guys. Evan Neal was at one point being considered being the number 1 overall pick, but now falling down, and he's available here at number 7. I mean, I think it's kind of criminal for the Giants to not take Neal at this point, as we've got Ekwonu on stage with Roger Goodell.
Look at the iguana, man. He's so big.
Yeah, that's
the icky iguana.
Man.
That's how I want to look one day. I'm on my way there.
I'm
close.
The NFL draft, you're very close, by the way, as far as like weight. But the NFL draft needs to, hey guys, dim the lights a bit. It's a little bit overexposed on that stage, but that's okay.
Yeah. I need to chill.
Yeah.
Take a note out of the Time to Football playbook.
Come on.
Keep those lights.
ISO 1250 on all these cameras. Shutter speed 60.
Look at that. Look, I could do this, and you see it. You saw that whole thing.
You saw it. It's not like shaking.
Boom.
Saw the whole thing.
Boom. You saw it. One fluid
Now, if
motion.
only it was 60 FPS.
Then it would probably give you motion sickness.
Yeah, dude, in slow motion.
Is FPS feet per second?
Close. Frames.
Feet per second.
Feet per second, okay. That was about 6 feet per second. No, one.
Okay, so
half a
60
foot.
would be.
Yeah. That's how you do it. But yeah, the Giants now available here at number 7. Now the pick is in for the New York Giants. Now that is very interesting because they were a team that was considering trading down. I, in my mock draft, had Kayvon Thibodeau falling, and the Giants being one of those teams that were in consideration of the Baltimore Ravens trading up to grab him. But the Giants did the smart thing, grabbing Kayvon Thibodeau, and now Evan Neal, we expect, is going to be the pick here by the New York Giants to help that defense, that offensive line. Now, an interesting thing to note about the New York Giants, Daniel Jones just earlier today was denied his fifth-year option by the New York Giants. So his quarterback days with the Giants, it's very, very limited. We don't expect him to be a New York Giant for very, very long. Maybe he's going to have an amazing season, and then he could re-sign with the New York Giants. However, that is something that may not happen. And the Giants, maybe later on, maybe day 2, maybe day 3, they go after a quarterback just to kind of compete with Daniel Jones at this point, see what they got for the future, as the Giants selection is now in. And right after the selection, the Atlanta Falcons are going to be picking, and we're going to be bringing on a guest host here in just a bit.
The Falcons.
The Falcons.
28-3.
I muted you. I muted you. Try talking.
28-3.
No one heard that. It's okay.
There was another. I think if I'm not mistaken, if someone can do the research,
right,
to prove me wrong,
okay,
I'd love it. But I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that either Alabama or Auburn. Oh shit, he's back up. All right.
22 NFL Draft. The New York Giants select Evan Neal, tackle, Alabama.
So it is Evan Neal, as we expect.
Giants fans sound happy, and they should.
Evan Neal is being taken here, and this was kind of a given after Ike Ekwonu was drafted here by the Carolina Panthers. Neal, the last tackle that is available, and oh my gosh, I have to just say that this was great strategy in the hands of the New York Giants, knowing that both tackles were available at number 5. They talked this through. Hey, if one guy is taken at number 5, grab the other guy. Or if one guy is taken at number 6, grab the other guy at number 7. If both of them are available at number 5, take the best player available on the board, which was Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah. And now you've got the Atlanta Falcons creeping in and could be drafting here soon. Some big names still available that have been linked to the Atlanta Falcons, like Kyle Hamilton, maybe even Garrett Wilson. But to help us out with that, we're actually going to bring in a special guest here, and that is going to be Jansen Harris. Jansen, where you at? Can you hear us? Hello, Jansen. Oh, I'm muted. Hello, Jansen. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing, man? How you doing? Thanks for being on the show.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you inviting me in, man. Look, I think the Falcons, I'll jump right to it, man. I think they should get Hamilton at 8. Kyle Hamilton, I'm going with him at 8. That's what I think they're going to draft.
Yeah. Your service is a little off, but I mean, I'm understanding you. Did you say Hamilton?
Yes.
Okay, so you said Kenny Pickett. Your service is off. I can't. You said Kenny Pickett? No, I'm just messing with you, man. We heard you. Yeah. You said
if not him, the Johnson kid, he looks pretty good. Maybe Willis at 8. Those are my that's my thought process. But I think they should get the safety from Notre Dame, man. I love his game. I think he'd be an impact player for them.
Now, you said Jermaine Johnson here just a bit. The Falcons, along with the Jets, are the two teams that have a quote-unquote premier grade on Jermaine Johnson. Do you think that Johnson could realistically be the pick over Hamilton by the Atlanta Falcons?
Absolutely. I'm high on Johnson, too. What I've seen on tape, he's a kid who could get to the quarterback. He's a kid who has a great motor. The Falcons, they have a problem getting to the quarterback. To me, they have a problem with guys hustling, too. So I think Johnson could be that guy day one to make an impact. And excuse me on my connection. I'm sorry about that, man.
It's all good.
T-Mobile. I got to get off T-Mobile.
Hey, T-Mobile. Hey, yeah, T-Mobile bought Sprint.
I need Verizon. Verizon number 1.
Hey, get on that Verizon game. That's right. Verizon for life.
Absolutely.
Verizon, yeah, but it's kind of pricey. But, you know.
Yeah,
so
you get what you pay for. And when you pay for T-Mobile, you get T-Maybe.
You're right about that.
That's very true. You just get very, very mediocre service when it comes to T-Mobile. So now you said Jermaine Johnson, you said Kyle Hamilton. With the Falcons having 4 minutes left on this clock, what about Garrett Wilson? What about Jamison Williams? Like, wide receiver, is that an option?
I think it is an option for the Falcons. Again, everybody got sources. We don't know what's true or not until the picks come in. But to me, I don't go wide receiver here. I think it's going to be hard to sell in the fan base here in Atlanta that you go wide receiver when people have been talking about O-line is an issue, D-line's an issue. I would say a quarterback would be more appropriate than a wide receiver at this point, in my opinion.
No, that makes sense. I mean, and I always go back to saying, like, hey, the time that it took to sign Marcus Mariota after getting rid of Matt Ryan, like, it was just a matter of 45 seconds that it took to sign Marcus Mariota. They had a plan, so they're okay. But actually, as a matter of fact, they're showing the trade here. Well, they just cut away. But yeah, they traded a third-round pick. The Indianapolis Colts did for Matt Ryan. So I'm with you in the sense of, like, yeah, quarterback isn't like the biggest need here at number 8. But in my mocks, I personally had Garrett Wilson. And I actually had the Jets trading up from number 10 to number 8. And the Jets drafting Jermaine Johnson. But yeah, you're talking about wide receiver here. I'm just curious to ask you, as the Atlanta Falcons have made their selection, who's the best wide receiver in this class?
That's a great question, man. I think it's Drake London. I think it's London. I think he has the highest upside. I think he's the type of guy who could play the next 8 to 10 years, maybe even more than that. I'm really high on him. I think he's going to be a guy who could score a lot of touchdowns, get a lot of yards. And again, all these prospects, that's what makes the draft fun. You never know.
Hold on, Jansen. I don't mean to cut you off, but the commission's up on the stage. Let's check in real quick.
The Atlanta Falcons select Drake London. Wide receiver, USC.
Drake freaking London. Jansen. Oh, my God. Hey, I'm going to get to my analysis a bit, but you finish your analysis on Drake London.
Look, I was just talking about Drake London. Look, I think the kid has a lot of talent. I think he's going to be great. I don't get it for the Falcons, man. Terry Fontenot, I hope he hits. I just was talking about how really good he could be, and I think he could be a playmaker. He could be a guy who could solve those issues in the red zone for the Falcons. You put him with Kyle Pitts, you got some weapons. Marcus Mariota. To me, Mariota's going to be a key. He's going to be a guy who can hopefully get out the pocket. He's going to be a guy who Arthur Smith hopefully can help his career out. Remember, most people are looking at him like a bust. So I think that motivation factor should help him. Drake London, there's going to be a lot of expectations on him. But the Falcons, I will say this. I think the Falcons, I wouldn't be surprised if they start loading up on picks because there's a lot of needs in this draft. They have to get some O-line help. They need some D-line help. They need some safety help. But to me, I thought they should have went Hamilton. I think they might regret it a little bit, but I'm okay with Drake London. You were right. Wide receiver is what it was.
Yeah, so Drake London is now the option here for the Atlanta Falcons. But that does leave a very interesting question about Kyle Hamilton. Like, he's still available, and at one point, some people were saying that he was the best player available in the draft, and now he just kind of fell off, it seems like, as we're showing you that Drake London has been drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. So Kyle Hamilton, give me your analysis on him. Like, do you think the Seattle Seahawks here with this pick take Hamilton?
Absolutely. Look, if Hamilton doesn't go with this pick, I think you're going to see some teams trade up. To me, Hamilton is the complete player. I don't know what these GMs are thinking, but from my analysis, I think this guy's going to be a star in this league. I think he's a ball hog. I like the way he hits. I think he's a complete player to me. I think he's a top 3 defender in this draft, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I mean, I got a little bit excited about Drake London as well because a lot of people were kind of giving him a little bit of crap in this class just because he wasn't like the best wide receiver or whatever it may be. But when I watched film on this guy, he was a tight end in open space because he's like so freaking big. And then when he goes up for the ball, it's like he reminds me a lot of Mike Williams. So I like it. I really do. And I think for me as an Atlanta Falcons fan, rise up, Drake London. I was hoping either Garrett Wilson or Jermaine Johnson. So the fact that we got Drake London, I am not upset about that at all. But we've got the Seattle Seahawks here on the clock. Jansen, we've got the stream going on for the next 3 hours. So if you ever want to call back in, give your thoughts, just shoot me a text, and we'll be happy to bring you on.
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you guys. Hassan, man, you're always a professional, one of the top guys out here. I appreciate both you guys letting me on the show. I appreciate that. You guys have a blessed rest of the show, right?
Thanks, Jansen. Keep grinding.
Yeah. Hey, and if you look really good tonight, so if you ever want to go out to dinner or maybe just some drinks or something.
Oh, God. Hey, man, you have a blessed night, man.
All right, take care, Jansen. Oh man, Jansen.
Hey, it's a sports coat. It really did it for me.
That must be it. Yeah. That was like I'm okay. Here's the thing though. I'm hoping he's okay. Like, is he gonna get shot?
Is he gonna get shot?
Like he was at his car. Like I don't know. Like how it.
That's racist.
I didn't say that he was the one that's going to get shot, or that he's going to do the shooting. Like,
yeah, that was
he's the
interesting
victim.
that you picked up on the word shot. Like that was the word you chose.
That was a trigger word. I'm sorry
Maybe
about that.
stabbed.
Yeah. Maybe
he could get stabbed.
Yeah,
but if he's shot, it's racist. If he's stabbed, I mean, then it's not.
Oh my gosh. Well, the Seattle Seahawks, ladies and gentlemen, are up here, and we've got some people tuning in right now. Brett Forsett saying he's a Seahawks fan, by the way. We acknowledged him at the beginning of the show. Seattle could do anything. Malik Willis, Charles Cross. Ooh. So 3 mocks we did. In all 3 mocks, we had Charles Cross falling to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, JoJo, no quarterback has been taken here. Malik Willis, who played at Liberty, is being talked about maybe being one of the better quarterbacks. Yeah.
Christians.
So, can Malik Willis be the first quarterback here drafted? Like, I mean, they need a quarterback after trading Russell Wilson.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? Let's get a quarterback up in this bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm allowed to
let's
say
mix it
that.
up, guys. Come on.
I don't know if I'm. I think I'm allowed to say that.
I think
right?
you can.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Say
it again.
I said it.
You won't say
it.
Yeah, told you.
It looks like there's actually a comment there from Philip My Ass With Cum. It's Philip.
Wait, what?
Philip Mass Would Come.
Oh, yeah. Philip. Yeah, read that out loud.
Where is it? Let me see. Yeah, Philip Maswickham. Philip Maswickham. Philip Maswickham.
Dude, someone got me the other day. It was actually a comment here during a live stream. Someone said Mike Hawk. I was like, damn. I was like,
you were like Mike Hawk.
It's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I think Mike Hawk's going to get drafted real high. It's like,
he's like, Mike Hawk is huge these days.
Yeah, so it
Mike Hawk is not that big of a deal these days.
You got me. You got me.
Truthfully, is Mike Hawk is not real big of a deal. He's kind of a subpar player.
Yeah,
Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk.
You're talking about your Hawk. Your cup.
No, I was talking about Mike.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Mike.
Yeah, Mike is he's not much of a player these days.
The Seattle Seahawks pick is in as we expected. I personally expected to be Charles Cross. Listen, guys, no trades have happened. No trades have happened. In our mock drafts, at this point, 2 trades have happened in our mock draft. I'm surprised. I really am. Now, some teams that are interested in trading up and trading down, the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles are looking to trade up. Teams looking to trade down. Actually, the Houston Texans as well for number 13.
Yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact, oh no, that's recapping the Russell Wilson trade. I thought we had a trade going here.
Ooh.
That would have been nice.
God, that was exciting.
That was the most excitement.
The look on your face for just a split second. Like, I was in. I was all wrapped up into this.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah. No, I was really excited for a second. Just your excitement made me excited. Again, I have no idea what's going on. This is my first ever time watching. I keep burping. Can y'all hear it?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I've been trying to do this.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do that. It's like the Chocolate Rain video.
Should I just burp and just burp right into it?
Chocolate Rain, where he's like, chocolate rain. And then there's text that's like, I move my mouth away from the computer, the microphone, so that nobody can hear me breathing.
Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain.
Oh, my gosh.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the pick is in right now, and we've actually got Roger Goodell coming up. So let's see who the Seattle Seahawks.
To our camera 4.
Camera 4. Here we go.
In the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross, tackle, Mississippi State.
Well, that's a lot of mixed reactions.
And so the 3 big tackles go in the
That's a huge mixed reaction.
That is. I mean, I don't know if people like that or not, but Charles Cross is the guy taken.
Either there's a ton of people that don't like that they just made that move because they're fans, or they don't like that they made that move because they're not fans. And that's my Madden moment right there.
So if you want to score a touchdown, oh my gosh, rest in peace. Charles Cross, offensive tackle from Mississippi State, has been taken by the Seattle Seahawks, and this was expected in our mock draft. Man, I'm actually proud of this.
He looks very different in that picture, in the picture that was y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
What they showed on ESPN.
Yeah. Oh, they may know what I'm talking about.
They may know. They're watching.
They're probably watching.
Yeah. Again,
I'd love to think that we're their source of news for football. Like they don't even care about ESPN because we're.
Yeah, we have all the inside sources.
Crushing butt right now.
Yeah, we have all the inside sources. You know, we have Jansen Harris, but we've also got JoJo Patton. We've got Michael Watson, who is apparently a neglected father.
Freaking guy. Get back to your kid. Yeah, 1969.
Oh my gosh!
Did you turn me down? I think you did. You son of a bitch.
I did not turn you down.
1969. Look, it's not even peaking.
Yeah,
I'm freaking kissing it. I'm making out with it.
You're not supposed to peek.
Yeah, but when I do this, I want to peek. Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, you hear the static. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a little bit too much.
Yeah. 1969. There we go.
There we
See,
go. There we go.
That's what I was at.
That's where you were at?
And you turned me down. I know you did.
My bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta say, Hassan's freaking killing it. Not only is he keeping up this professionalism, he's also fucking around with all this stuff. Which I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
I don't know what he's saying. My hands are right here. What am I doing?
What
am I doing?
He is crushing it right now.
Yeah, guys, you can't see, but yeah, there's definitely a
he's got a whole switch. He's got a whole switchboard, a soundboard,
and this is why I need someone.
I am peaking a whole lot now.
This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. Don't complain.
I just want to peak on 69. That's all I want to peak on.
Then say it louder.
Oh wait, I think it's you that's peaking.
Peaking?
Ah.
Yeah, but if it's 0, like it's fine. If it's like 10 to 5, that's okay. Like
okay,
it's fine.
So guys, if it hits, okay, so yeah, I'm turned down way low. In that case,
because you were being loud. I don't know.
I'm not a loud person. I don't know what you're talking about. 1969.
There we go. There's that peak.
I'll project like I'm talking to Brock.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's it. I can tell you're really good at this,
dude. Thank you.
I'm thoroughly impressed, and it may be the 5 beers I've had, but I'm thoroughly impressed. Even on 0 beers, I'd be impressed, I think.
Oh my gosh! As they are recapping the 10th overall pick, this is how they acquired it. It's from this Jamal Adams trade between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jets. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. Like that's one of the things that I need is someone to work behind the scenes because I am working all this. I'm doing all this.
Yeah.
Like the cameras
Magic
and the
hands.
lights and the sound. Yeah, whatever.
Just leave it to us to be the personalities. That'd be great.
That would be fantastic.
You with the knowledge, me with the good looks. We would crush YouTube into pummeled pieces of crap.
Yeah, people would be so thrilled to be tuning in.
Oh man, it'd be mind blowing.
Actually, as a matter of fact,
Jets fans are losing their minds right now about something. They were very passionate about that all of a sudden. They were pissed. That's
what's going
incredible.
on? Well,
you know what? They were like, we don't want to win another Super Bowl. 69 is it.
They haven't announced their pick yet. Let's wait until after this pick, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of a read for our sponsor here today. I was supposed to read them at the top of every hour, and it's already 13 minutes past.
Yeah, well, we've done it. There's been a lot. So
there's been a lot that's been going on. Guys,
yeah,
look at it. If you could see behind the scenes what's going on right now.
If y'all could see it. It's a lot of me drinking beer. And
JoJo with a gun pointed at me.
Yeah.
Underneath the table.
Yeah. I'm the one with a gun pointed. We all believe that. Sure.
JoJo and his
sure
questionable comments. Dude,
of the two of us, who would be most likely to have a
gun
pointed?
I got to show you this tweet in just a bit. All right. So let me just show this New York Jets pick first, and then we will get to this tweet. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
Speaking of New York.
Yeah, the Jets have a
9/11. Oh, hey, there's a guy up there.
Wide receiver, Ohio State.
Garrett Wilson, who today was talked about being
born.
taken. Okay, you can be quiet, ESPN.
Yeah, shut up, ESPN.
Garrett Wilson, it was announced earlier today, just today, that Garrett Wilson there's some interest between Joe Douglas and Garrett Wilson and the New York Jets. And it looks like that it's their guy, the Ohio State wide receiver, who some people believe was the number 1 receiver in this draft, is being taken by the New York Jets. So Drake London by the Falcons, and then that leaves Garrett Wilson available for the Jets. I bet the Jets are very, very excited about this, given that they're going to be getting their number 1 receiver in many people's boards. I mean, just the way that this guy plays is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, are you familiar with Garrett Wilson?
I am. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, he is an incredible athlete. I absolutely watched him. I started following Ohio State when Justin Fields went there.
Yeah,
because I'm a big Justin Fields fan. I love that guy. As a Bulldog fan, I think he made the right move of leaving. And
for him,
for him, 100%. For the Bulldogs, it sucks, but for him, I mean, I'm glad to see him thrive. You know.
Yeah.
And so I started watching them a good bit, and he's an incredible athlete. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely awesome for the New York Jets to get
I mean,
Garrett
he's no
Wilson.
Pickens.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Pickens is extremely underrated, and it's because he had that injury. And well,
Pickens.
we'll call it an injury. It wasn't legal matters or anything like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he can't stay out of trouble.
No.
Crackhead.
Yeah.
But no, George Pickens is an incredible athlete as well, and I think he's underrated. People haven't really been able to see him play because he keeps screwing up, but I'd like to see him up here one day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to take a little bit of a break right here, just about 30 seconds or so, to tell you guys about BUSR. This is our sponsor for today's show. Now, BUSR is your premium online sports book. I mean, this is the best place for the best customer service when it comes to online sports betting. Sports betting is taking over the world, and it's getting tough for the big-name sports books to be genuine and authentic with everyone. That's what makes BUSR so different. They have a 24/7 customer support team that makes you want to play through them. Some of the features for BUSR, which we'll be talking about throughout the duration of this draft, includes that you can be live betting on your favorite sports. They also have casino betting and horse racing betting as well, on top of the big four sports here in America. And they're also known for making the biggest bet with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, over $1 million, the Kentucky Derby. You can double your deposit within the first 24 hours of signing up. As you can see to your screen, you have a 100% bonus for your first deposit. So click that link in the description, busr.ag. Sign up, start playing. Guys, if you put in $250, you get $250 that you can use to play with. That's a steal. I mean, why not? Go for it. So busr.ag. We'll be talking about them throughout the duration of the show.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to see if I can make some money on this draft. I've got the insider information.
Well, see, here's the thing. They don't offer anything for the NFL draft live.
Oh, son of a...
Maybe they do. I think they do.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it was beforehand, because they were saying like how many safeties are going to get drafted, over, under, like 7.
You know what? Yeah, they may just not have live betting for this.
Maybe not live.
Draft.
Maybe it was before. But that's okay. Like, just for the future, for you guys that are like baseball fans, basketball fans. I know with the NBA playoffs going on, many people are interested in that.
I mean, I'm looking. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting into sports betting.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've been losing a lot of money to sports betting.
Well, hey, maybe your fortune's going to be turning around.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like JoJo Cruz.
Now that I'm going to be betting through BUSR, it'll absolutely turn around. I believe.
All right. They only pay for 30 seconds every hour. So
okay, yeah. Hey, then I'm going to shut the fuck up.
I'm kidding. I don't care. Well, hey, I just want to go ahead and throw this tweet out to you, as the Commanders were available on the... Oh my gosh, the Commanders have traded down. Where have I been? I was reading an ad. That's what it was.
Wait, what happened? The Commanders.
The Commanders.
Oh my God. I forgot we were talking about a fucking football team. Good Lord. Oh my gosh, the Commanders. Okay.
Hey man, it's staying.
The Washington Pussies.
It's staying.
Sorry.
And now we've got the New Orleans Saints on the board, who had 2 draft picks in the first round. They trade up. Could this be for Malik Willis? They were talking about using both of their picks as ammunition to trade up. And now what we have is the Commanders trading down number 11, and the New Orleans Saints move up to that number 11 spot. Sean Landry, who's going to be joining us here in just a bit. Let's see if he's going to be giving his thoughts here in just a sec.
Wait, so the Washington lefties, they trade down, meaning I'm truly confused by this because I don't understand the draft. So they trade down, meaning that they're not going to get this particular trade. They were spot number 11 to trade somebody.
Yes.
So that means they bumped down to number...
So the Saints were at number 16. Now, the Saints had number 16 and number 19. They had 2 picks.
So they said, Saints, we're going to take number 16. You have 11.
Yeah, so the Saints move up to 11. The Commanders fall down to 16, we assume. They might be showing the they might have already showed the compensation.
Makes
but
no sense.
So you can package picks. So, like, the Saints, for instance, could have package the 16th and the 19th picks. Like, hey, I'm using both of these picks to trade up to number 11 because I want to grab someone.
Okay, so maybe they're saying like they want more time to make this deal. Maybe.
Right.
That's the only thing that makes sense in my small brain is because why would you want to trade a higher pick other than if you need time to like make this, like you really needed time to coax this person.
Yeah, well,
so most likely the person that's going to join the Saints is they're kind of apprehensive about it.
Yeah, so
the Saints are like, no, please.
So
or not the Saints. I'm sorry, the lefties.
The
Biden supporters. Fuck,
They almost were called the Warriors.
Nancy Pelosi's.
Well, we know where your political favorites are.
No, I just like making jokes. It's all jokes, guys. I don't really give a shit, but it's all jokes.
Well, the Saints pick is in, so let's see who they are going to draft here, trading up 5 spots. As we're going to be tuning in here with Roger Goodell to hear what the new era of the New Orleans Saints with Dennis Allen, what their first pick is going to be.
Well, if we can. If he will fucking talk. Ah, man. I keep saying that word. I'm sorry, guys. To be honest, I've been saying the F word a lot.
Well,
I've been also saying the word cunt a lot. It happens when you get divorced.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of 15-year-olds that watch the show.
Well, so cunt is a oh look, Liddell happens to be on stage.
Oh, cut you off.
Time to cunt JoJo off.
All right, so they're doing their little introduction. There's going to be someone special that's going to be announcing that pick. We'll see here in a second.
Yeah, probably just some other kid.
It looks like
cancer.
Wow, dude.
Someone that doesn't matter or anything.
It looks like it's Tony Gonzalez is up there. Is that Austin Eckler as well? And that's going to be helping out with that selection. So let's see for the Saints, who's it going to be?
Well,
here we go.
I think it's going to be
Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, who will be part of the Prime Video broadcast team.
It was.
Congratulations, Tony.
I know what my Tony Gonzalez's look like.
We can talk over them, right?
Yeah, we can talk over
copyright reasons.
Yeah, we can. All right, here we go.
If we're just constantly talking, then it's new product.
Talking.
Blah, blah, blah.
For the Prime Video, which will be
Washington
on
Liberals.
Week 2 of the NFL season.
Well, it also
September
takes a visual
15th.
too. So
Los Angeles running back Austin Eckler.
Just keep switching back and forth.
come on, get to the pick.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up, gosh.
What do we got?
This is incredible. They are just taking their time, patting themselves on the back.
Yeah.
Hey, we're amazing. We make so much money. Please cheer for us some more. Oh, we played so much football. We're badasses and we make money. Oh, he's still talking. Look at this. He's doing presidential.
Look, it doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Thursday night football. You got 2 high-powered teams battling it out. Okay. It's going to be epic.
All right, they're doing the promo for Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. So, yeah.
Okay.
We'll just wait it out. We'll just keep on waiting.
Doesn't get better than this right here. Thursday Night Football, currently 2 teams battling out, having a hard game plan. Shut the fuck up. Here's the deal. It's the same as the Oscars. It's just rich people patting themselves on the back. And the rest of us average JoJos are just exhausted with it. By the way, Average JoJo, subscribe to Average JoJo on YouTube and also follow me on Instagram.
I saw a video that was like me watching the Oscars until I cringe watching Amy Schumer.
Oh my!
And then she said, "Hey guys," and the guy was like, and the video cut. All right, here we go.
NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Chris Olave, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Stoked.
She was stoked.
Olave, man, he is literally one letter from Olive.
Oh, yeah. One letter that separates them, and then you pronounce the E as well.
I have a question. Yeah, I was about to say, how come his name is not Olave? If it's Olive,
that's true.
That would be Alive. So it would be Olav.
I guess you could say like, why is your team not, or why is your last name not Peyton?
Well, no, because that's grammatically correct. Patton is grammatically correct. P-A-T-T-O-N. There's no E.
Maybe he's French. Maybe he's French. I mean, he's going to go down to a team with some French.
Olave, and so they pronounce every letter. The French pronounce half their letters. The French are idiots.
You know the New Orleans Saints? It's New Orleans. They pronounce like burrow, like go.
If the French pronounce every letter, it would be croissant, not croissant.
I have no idea what's going on right now. But Chris Olave has been drafted by the New Orleans Saints. Wide receivers, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
We've got Drake London,
lots of them.
Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and now Jamison Williams, who people were talking about could be the first wide receiver taken because his ACL surgery is a little bit ahead of schedule. I mean, it's looking like he's going to continue to fall. Maybe teams are going to be moving up for a wide receiver. Maybe the Saints saw that as well. Like, hey, wide receivers are falling. Chris Olave, who we had in our mock draft going to the Saints, but at number 16, maybe they're okay with, taking the risk and trading up to get Olaves. So
it is a lot of wide receivers.
It is a lot.
A lot of people are wanting. There are a lot. A lot of teams are wanting people to pass to, but no one to throw the ball.
That's true. Yeah, no quarterbacks. As a Saints, you could say there were one of those teams that
was
wanted
supposed to be the joke, but
where you get them next time.
But it went.
Go get them next time. We got about 2.5 hours left of. So you're good.
I'm
you're
liking
good.
this. As I get more beer.
Yeah. This is a lot more fun when you got some things in your system. Yeah.
I'm almost 5 down, and I'm running out. Number 6. Hey, Brock, if you're watching this, can you bring me more beer? 1969.
Brett Forsett says, have you seen the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner? I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Wait, what? Say all of that again?
It's a movie called Draft Day.
Who said that?
Brett Forsett. He's a Time Football faithful.
What's up, Brett? How's it going, buddy?
So I have not.
I've never seen that. I haven't either. I know you were mostly probably asking me. I haven't seen it.
So here at number 12, so the Minnesota Vikings, they were rumored to be trading down. Okay, they were rumored to be trading down with the Chargers of all teams. The Chargers were discussing, okay, maybe we should move up and grab an offensive tackle. The Minnesota Vikings, they want to trade down and they want to acquire more picks because one guy that they really love is Trent McDuffie, who they believe is still going to be around. I mean, with the Houston Texans creeping in at number 13, they might not be going after Trent McDuffie, the Vikings, because he's probably going to get taken by the Houston Texans at number 13. So instead, the Lions, they have the power. They trade up. I mean, they have this number 32 pick. It's got to be Malik Willis. It's got to be the first quarterback taken off the board, and Malik Willis. I cannot think of another place or another pick for the Lions to trade up so many spots, 20 spots, then to get a quarterback. But we're going to be finding out here soon as the pick is in for the Detroit Lions. So I assume it's going to be the first quarterback taken off the board.
No, they're like everybody else. They just want a wide receiver.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
George Pickens. Needs quarterbacks when you have? Yeah, who needs quarterbacks when you have incredible wide receivers that can catch the ball but no one's throwing it to them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jared Goff. But we'll see.
Jared Goff, just throw that name out there.
Yeah,
Jared Goff. And so anyway,
say it
football.
Real fast.
There's one in the middle of the table here. Also, Derek Carr. There's a football here, and
did you say Jared Goff really fast?
Lionel Messi. And so anyway, we have this football here.
Yeah.
No, I think I mean it'd be smart for someone to get a quarterback, but I'm imagining they're all just going to continue to get wide receivers, and it's going to be a whole lot of offense with no offensive leader.
So here's the official compensation. We got the Lions getting the 12th overall pick, the Vikings getting the 32nd, the 34th, and a 2022 third-round pick. So, I mean, that's pretty – I know the 34th pick is in the second round, but essentially that's a first-round pick. So the Vikings are okay with that. Now, the Vikings, they lost like 20 freaking spots. Like, I would have asked for a first-rounder, dude. But, hey, we've got the commission coming up here.
Traded the 12th pick to the Detroit Lions with the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Detroit Lions select Jamison Williams.
Jamison Williams.
Alabama.
Wow. Jamison Williams. Good for him. I love that Williams kid.
Alabama's own Jamison Williams, who suffered that ACL injury, is now going to be a Detroit Lion. We didn't expect this. Nobody really expected the Lions to trade up for Jamison Williams. I mean, they needed wide receiver help. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown, you have TJ Chark, and now Jamison Williams is now going to be Jamison Williams.
I freaking called it too. Just a wide receiver.
Wide receivers.
Who needs quarterbacks these days when you've got wide receivers? You know?
You are
just running routes for no reason. It's all to throw off the game for the running backs. That's really all it is.
This is outstanding. Like, I get Jamison Williams is going to be like a superstar. He's going to be stud. He's going to be amazing.
He was incredible. Yeah.
Like as we see, like, you know, him torching Clemson right here. But like, if you trade up 20 spots, why not just get a quarterback?
I hate showing this, but this is fantastic. I mean, he just burns the shit out of Scene. Being a Dogs fan, I hate showing that, but he was incredible. He was a threat to be reckoned with for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, good for him. He's definitely extremely talented. It's just hilarious to me that no one gives a shit about quarterbacks these days. These were the guys dating cheerleaders back in the day. Sorry, I'm getting worked up because quarterbacks used to be getting the girlfriends. Now they're not even first-round draft picks. Watch, they're gonna be fucking 37th round draft pick, and then you get your first quarterback.
Now, as you go on your tangent about
America, hit the table again.
Yeah, this isn't the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah,
it's the 2020s. Like the things change, man.
I'm pissed off that the men that take advantage of the women are not getting the recognition they deserve. Let's shout out to quarterbacks.
What the heck is going on right now? I have no idea what is going on right now.
Shout out to quarterbacks. We should get more quarterbacks in the NFL draft.
We should.
And that's, you know what? Hey, cheers to water.
The Eagles are now on the clock. So
the Eagles.
Trade
Love them.
After trade after trade. 3 back-to-back trades happening in this draft. You went the whole top 10 without a single trade, and now 11, 12, 13
all
trades.
Quarterbacks.
All quarterbacks. The Eagles, they're trading up, but I mean, obviously, we don't expect them to get a quarterback. We expect them to get.
I would love for them to get one.
Yeah.
Not expecting.
Please get a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they think that Jalen Hurts is not the future, which okay, some people have their opinions on that.
Ooh.
But like, I mean, why all the good first round wide receivers that you would take in the top 15 have been taken. You look at the screen and you see that, okay, they need help at cornerback. Trent McDuffie is still available. Edge rusher George Karlaftis is still available. You need some wide receiver help. I mean, we just mentioned not really anyone worthy of grabbing here with this pick. Trevor Penning maybe could be an option. Kenyon Green as well. Go ahead. And then a safety as well. So
You're so good at this.
one player to watch out for is Kyle Hamilton, who's still available, who many people thought was going to be the best player in this draft, is falling because of the concerns of his 40-yard dash time. I mean, JoJo, like, do you think speed for safety is really enough to, like, I mean, he ran a 4.59.
Okay.
Which isn't like a 4.41
right.
or like, you know, all these other top guys are getting.
Sure.
Like,
it's kind of average.
But if you have all the other tangibles and people believe that he does, like
you can read plays well.
Like,
you watch the quarterback's eyes.
Yeah, you can read. Yeah, exactly.
You know where to go. I mean, speed definitely matters. Because what if you're wrong?
That's true.
I mean, right? You got to go back to fundamentals. Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely matters, but I don't think it matters enough. Let me take you back. I don't think it matters as much as fundamentals, like in the sense of skills that can't be taught.
Yeah.
So, like I said, understanding the plays, being able to read where everyone's going. Sounds. Anyway.
This is his third one right here.
Yeah, this is on my third beer, so third times 2.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oversimplifying it, but there's a lot more that goes into it. I played cornerback actually for a little bit.
Did you really?
Believe it or not, yeah. I
At
did.
Mill Creek?
No. At Osborne Middle School.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I loved it.
Even more prestigious.
It was probably my favorite position I played.
Really?
Yeah.
It's hard.
But it was a lot of fun, especially I was a wide receiver growing up, and to be able to like play the reverse of that was a lot of fun, especially being able to see like, okay, I know these routes, I know where this guy's going, I kind of understand this stuff a little more.
Yeah.
So I really, to be honest, all of that to say, I think he's a lot like me. So, he's a little bit slow, but he's extremely talented, extremely smart, really good looking, just like me. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's you hit it all, like all the tangibles that you possess. That's exactly what Kyle Hamilton, which we expect the Eagles to draft here. Now, if it is Kyle Hamilton going to the Philadelphia Eagles, that is the New York Giants, the Atlanta Falcons, the New York Jets, the New Orleans Saints.
69.
All these people have passed up on Kyle Hamilton, and now the Philadelphia Eagles have Hamilton right there in their grasp. And if they don't get Hamilton here, we think it get interesting. But I think it's going to be Hamilton with this pick.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like I said, it's middle school me being drafted, so that's really cool that I got that opportunity.
Yeah, at the young age of 28 years old.
The ripe age of 28 years old.
Yeah, just when, yeah.
Just ripe for picking.
So let's look at the compensation here. The Eagles get the 13th pick. The Texans, they get the 15th. They get a 4th-round pick later in this draft, and then 2 5th-round picks. So they move up 2 spots. And so the compensation isn't really that much.
Sure.
You don't have to give up too much. So that looks like it's doable for the Texans. They wanted to acquire more picks and maybe get – because the Texans need a lot of help everywhere. So I think they're looking more in the sense of quantity over quality. Obviously, you want great guys, but, they need help at offensive line, safety, edge, defensive tackle.
Quarterback,
you could say. But Roger Goodell is about to come up on the stage and make the pick for the Philadelphia Eagles here in just a bit.
Speaking of ripe for picking, let's pick him off the stage.
Roger Goodell?
Yeah, boo.
Boo.
Why do we boo him?
He just is not really well liked in the NFL community because of the amount of fines that he gives out and things of that. Yeah, it's just
he gives out fines?
A bunch of stuff. Yeah, and then
who cares? You make so much money.
And then some people caught on and they just boo him because they don't really know why they boo him.
Like me.
Like you.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Because it's fun, yeah.
It's fun to boo people. It's fun to it's sometimes, okay, forget what the Bible says. Sometimes it's just fun to hate, Sometimes it's fun to throw a little hate out there and, sprinkle a little salt.
We're getting, we definitely, as we get further and further progressing into this live stream, we are crossing a line.
Crossing all sorts of lines.
Crossing all sorts of lines.
Okay, this is what it is. This is what I say every day. And let's move on.
Well, I think they're going to do their whole thing where they just announce the teams here.
Teams across Clark County and Las Vegas.
Yeah, we don't care.
Oh,
yeah, it was supposed to be
Gorman. Wait, is that Bishop? Is that?
That's Las Vegas.
That's Bishop Gorman. Is that what it's called? The Las Vegas high school?
I have no idea.
Where
JoJo Patton?
No, what's his name? He played there. Then he went to Ohio State, and then Justin Fields came in and took his Ohio State spot, and he moved to Miami.
Tate Martell.
Wow.
Here we go.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm pretty sure he's from Bishop Gorman.
With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Let's go! Big Jordan Davis.
So the Eagles were eyeing either Jordan Davis or Devonte Wyatt prior to this draft. And they decided to trade up for Jordan Davis, which is very, very interesting because you had the Baltimore Ravens at number 14. Maybe the Eagles wanted to go in that direction of jumping the Ravens and grabbing Jordan Davis because they like him much more than Devonte Wyatt.
That's my man.
JoJo, you know a lot about Jordan Davis.
Love Jordan Davis.
Fill us in, man. What kind of guy is this guy?
Oh, he's incredible. First of all, just a fantastic personality outside of football. Everybody on the team looks up to him. From what I've heard with Georgia Bulldogs players and people on the field that are both players and coaching staff, everyone looks up to him. They love him as a leader. He's an incredible player. Obviously, he's wicked athletic. I mean, for a big man, that guy can move. And could you imagine being trucked by this dude? He made the second best guy on the team, whose name escapes me right now, made him look like a little tiny boy.
You're talking about Devonte Wyatt.
No, Devonte Wyatt, thank you. He made him look like a little tiny boy because how big he is, and getting hit by him. And I don't know if you remember when he ran the ball in for a touchdown.
I remember.
Oh my gosh, I could not imagine trying to stop that truck.
It's a playmaker for sure.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's an incredible athlete. Like I said, guys look up to him, and I think he's going to do a really good job in the NFL. Look at this suit. Can we just take a second to switch to this? I mean, that's just look at this. What an iconic shot right here. What a man. Gosh, that's who every boy wants to be one day.
He's so big that he doesn't even fit into the screen. Is this the marching band suit of the Redcoats of Georgia? I don't know if it is. Maybe it is.
No, it's not.
Because I just think of the moment of him leading the band. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that absolutely.
So I don't know if that was the case.
Man, we're gonna miss him a bunch over there at UGA. We're gonna miss this guy a lot. He was one hell of a player. But like I said, aside from just his incredible athleticism, the energy off the field was just incredible. Like I said, people looked up to him, not only as a leader, but just as a genuine guy, just someone who like you could kind of connect with. You know, I mean, how many star football players are getting up there and just like screwing around? You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. That's incredible. That's something people can connect with. And I think that's incredible. I think he's going to do a great job.
Yeah, Philadelphia's fan base is known to be very, very engaging.
Oh yeah,
to say it nicely. So they're going to definitely love Jordan Davis, and they're going to be backing up their guy. And if he doesn't play well, which we highly doubt that he won't, then they'll definitely let him know. So
he'll be all right.
The rumors were that the Eagles were interested in Jordan Davis or Devonte Wyatt. And in our mock draft, we actually had the Eagles selecting Jordan Davis, but it wasn't until number 15 or number 18 because we mocked a trade. Yeah, so 18 is when they selected Jordan Davis. However, it seems like they maybe wanted to jump the Baltimore Ravens to select Jordan Davis. Devonte Wyatt is now available, which the Ravens could go down the route of getting Devonte Wyatt if they do so please. Some people thought that Devonte Wyatt would be the best defensive tackle in this draft. Others thought it was Jordan Davis. Just kind of pick your poison. But the pick is in for the Baltimore Ravens. Other players that they could be considering, maybe even Trent McDuffie here for the Ravens. Trevor Penning if they need some offensive line help. George Karlaftis as well if you need someone off on the edge. But the crazy, crazy trade scenarios. Actually, as a matter of fact, we have James Zachary tuning in. And he gave his thoughts. He said the Saints started a trend. They most definitely did, of trading away and then everybody else wanting to trade. So as we are waiting for the Baltimore Ravens to make their selection, Kyle Hamilton is still available. As you can see him waiting. When is he going to get taken? Reminds me of the moment Brady Quinn waited in the draft room not too long ago, back in 2007. Maybe even Aaron Rodgers back in 2005. That happens, man. That sucks. Like they get.
You remember 2005?
The draft?
Yeah,
dude. It's sad.
You really did?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I remember from 2005?
What do you remember?
I won a swim competition, a swim meet.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I went to. Actually, no, I didn't even win. I just placed. I placed in a swim meet. Then I was also I was a competitive swimmer for most of my life. And then And then I went to the LSU UGA game in the SEC championships.
Oh, okay.
Watched Georgia beat LSU into the
back when David Green was the quarterback.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I met him, by the way. But
really?
Yeah, different story.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we'll have to get back around to that. Unless it's really boring. Like,
no, it's
I met him,
really boring.
I said hey, and then he like pissed on me.
It was at 12
Something
Stone.
stupid like that. I just like, it was at 12 Stone?
Yeah.
Ugh. No, I'm just kidding.
Say whatever you need to say.
Six Flags Over Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, 12 Stone. Love you. No, so then there was, what was I? Oh, yeah. So when I was leaving, so I was like, probably, let's see, 2005. I was probably 12 years old. Oh, yeah.
Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Kyle Hamilton, defensive
There he
back,
is.
Wow.
Notre Dame.
There he is.
Wow.
Kyle Hamilton. Hey, no longer you have to wait too long.
Yeah.
As you have been selected finally. And it's amazing that he fell so far to number 14.
Well,
but things
go
happen.
Dogs. Yeah.
Crap
Go
happens.
Dogs.
You know? So
Crap,
go-
as in shit.
as in yeah,
As
I'll
in
let you say that.
Mierda.
But one guy that isn't mierda, that is Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame, who's
true.
been drafted. Some people, like I said, regard him as the best player in this draft. Hamilton, oh my gosh, for in a secondary that was so atrocious last year after missing Marcus Peters through an ACL injury after Marlon Humphrey kind of took a step back. They needed secondary help so freaking bad. And Kyle Hamilton is going to be that person that provides a lot of help for that secondary. Hamilton gone. Now the Texans, they're on the clock. Actually, as a matter of fact, their pick is in. But continue with your story.
What was I saying?
I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, me
So
either.
let's go ahead and
I
move
remember
on.
it had something to do with Six Flags Over Jesus.
That was, yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
truly just any church. It's not 12 Stone at all. That's any church that's bigger than maybe 20 people.
Like Hillsong, dude. I saw,
Oh,
dude. I
Hillsong.
heard about that. Hillsong.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
R.I.P.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
But this isn't a Christian channel. We're a football channel. So we don't talk about Jesus.
That's right, brother.
I love Jesus. But I don't remember what I was talking about, to be honest.
I forgot. I completely forgot. So let's just move
forgot
on.
too.
Let's just move on to the next topic.
The next topic would be
Come up with it. Anything. Say one word.
peanut butter.
All right, peanut butter.
Peanut butter. I actually, okay. I was on keto diet. I mean, not keto. Fuck keto, dude. Keto is such a joke.
Is it
Okay,
really?
here's the thing. Fad diets
Okay.
are completely stupid.
Okay.
Anybody that
I'm just letting the audience see your face a little
Sure.
bit more.
Oh, nice.
There you
the
go.
moneymaker is what
Yeah.
how we say it in the industry. I want to pull this closer so really people can hear me because I know they want to.
Yeah.
Don't turn me down. I swear.
I'm turning you up.
I'm just kidding. So I think fad diets are really stupid. I
Uh-huh.
think it's dumb. I think anyone that believes in fad diets like keto, carnivore, for anything more than a short amount of time is dumb. Or either, let me say it, dumb or an exception to the rule, because for the most part, fad diets don't work.
Okay.
But with that being said, I did try to do carnivore recently, which is where you only eat
meat. Oh.
animal products. So it's meat, milk, eggs. Some people will allow themselves. So depending on how strict you go, if you want to do very strict, you just do straight up red meat with salt, and that's it.
Gotcha.
Some people are a little less strict.
Wasn't that like the Liver King? You know the Liver King?
Yeah, just a joke.
That guy's just freaking like it has to be an act.
He's batshit for sure. So anyway, so you have that, but my carnivore that I followed was any meats, eggs, and dairy. So I had milk. I didn't have cheese or anything. No processed dairy other than like milk. Milk was like the only processed dairy. And then but I was really craving peanut butter, big time. Oh, we got.
Oh yeah.
Fucking commish.
Kenyon Green, guard, Texas A&M.
So it is Kenyon Green.
He's a good player.
That's a pick that's definitely something that the Texans, I mean, they needed offensive line help, but the next best available offensive line, according to many people, was Trevor Penning. Maybe they wanted to go in the direction of getting a guard more so than a tackle, but it's looking like that Kenyon Green, Texans favored him. They saw something on film or something, but they liked him a lot more than Trevor Penning. Kenyon Green from Texas A&M.
Hey, good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Good job, buddy. Going to the Texans. Going to play under the tutelage of their coach there.
Lovie Smith.
That's incredible. Good for him, man.
Yes, Lovie Smith with the Santa Claus beard.
I really think anybody that goes to the NFL has got to be a really incredible person. But then there's also, you know what's hilarious? Is there's credible people, right? People that are credible that you would trust. But then there's also incredible people. And those are people that you would just trust even more.
That's very true.
Not people that you wouldn't trust. You know what I mean?
That's
it's kind of like reckless.
So you're saying that credible is not that good of a compliment?
You would just think like credible would be over incredible.
Right.
But instead, because it'd be like in/like anti. You know, like in something. Anytime something's like in something, you think of like, I'm trying to think of an example. Insubordinate. They're not subordinate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Subordinate would mean like you...
That they're not credible. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like subordinate would be someone that obeys the rules. Insubordinate is someone that disobeys the rules.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Incredible, you would think, oh, they're outside of... But maybe it just means outside of the credible. Does in mean out? Man, this is just incredible.
I don't know.
For lack of irony, this is just an incredible conversation. I think I'm realizing something. But anyway, it's like reckless. Now, if you're reckless, you're not actually wrecking less.
Wow.
You're actually wrecking a lot more.
Do you and you didn't even go to college.
I didn't.
So
this is 100% firefighter and high school diploma. And I did, hey, you know what? I did one semester.
Okay.
I did a semester at Savannah Technical College.
Really?
I did.
You went down to Savannah?
Well, when I lived there, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. When I lived there, I did go there. I went down there.
With your ex-wife?
Down there. Yeah, in there.
Oh, you drank 4 beers. That's your 5th one.
This is my 6th. That's
you need
5. And I can count better than you, and I have 6 beers in me.
You need to sleep on the couch tonight.
That's fine. I'm going to be honest. It's Miller Lite. I don't fucking feel it.
Comment down below your favorite beer if Miller Lite does anything to you guys.
Guarantee everybody's going to say it's going to take at least a 12-pack of Miller Lite before you start feeling something.
Sean Landry commenting it down and saying, so happy we got Chris Olave. The Commanders, their pick is in. And actually, as a matter of fact, they're having some fun on Twitter. So the meme going around with, Mr. Osborn, Norman Osborn from Spider-Man, the first one, saying, hey, I'm a bit of a scientist myself. Well, he said the Commanders live look at all the replies during draft week, LOL. You know, I'm something of a general manager myself, making fun of the tweets on Twitter, making fun of the fans.
Okay.
So, because they probably got a lot of suggestions on who the Commanders could be taking here. Could be a wide receiver. They missed out. Their choice. They missed out on Chris Olave. Trent McDuffie could be an option. Trevor Penning could be an option. I mean, I can't think of anything else dire that you would need besides wide receiver, cornerback, and offensive line. They made a trade for Carson Wentz, and unfortunately, that seemed to be like a last-case scenario. Hey, I am going after Carson Wentz just because we tried everybody else. But it's looking like it might be a wide receiver here as well, or a cornerback. I highly doubt they go in the direction of offensive line. Some wide receivers to consider are Jahan Dotson. He could be someone that they could kind of overdraft, some people would say. Many other people may believe George Pickens is up there as well. But the Commanders are on the clock, or the pick is in, so we'll be getting to their pick here very shortly.
George Pickens is just completely underrated. I know I haven't talked about this yet, but if he could stay out of trouble.
Yeah. You didn't mention that.
He is. But he truly is. He's an incredible athlete. And I think everybody understands that. I think everyone recognizes that, but I don't think people maybe recognize it enough. I don't know if I'm saying that right or if that's even the right thing to say, but I truly think he's an incredible athlete who would do really well in the NFL. Here's the deal. The NFL kind of thrives off of that bad boy mentality that college football tends to resent. So in college football, you want to be looked at as like a scholar athlete, right? Herschel Walker was valedictorian.
Really?
Yeah. People don't pay attention to that. He had a 4.0 GPA. He was incredibly smart, right? Sorry
to interrupt.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State.
So it looks like the wide receiver from Penn State is going to be the guy, Jahan Dotson. Many people thought that he a little bit of an overdraft. Jahan Dotson has been climbing up draft boards, and they desperately needed a wide receiver. Now, they did it to themselves of trading down and passing up on Chris Olave. And so they get their guy in Jahan Dotson. It's incredible to think that the Commanders made their choice in picking Dotson over guys like Olave and the rest of them. But they got they made their choice, and the Chargers now are on the clock, and they have their selection made. And I would be very, very, very surprised if it's not Trevor Penning here, because they need one piece, only one guy, an offensive line, to become a Super Bowl contender, replacing the loss of Brian Bulaga. They went all in on the defense with the signing of Khalil Mack, or the trade of Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson, Sebastian Joseph Day, and the rest of that defense. So they need some help on offense. Yes, Jahan Dotson is incredibly fast.
That guy's fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
Wow.
Y'all know that reference. Come on, you can't be a football fan and not know that reference. You don't know the reference.
I never said I didn't know the reference.
Yeah, but I can tell by your silence. Your silence is excruciatingly loud.
Remember the Titans.
The longest yard. Fuck. Good Lord.
Hey, is that the movie where Nelly does a backflip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I haven't seen it since 2005.
That used to be my favorite movie.
We got
God, another
17th pick.
That was fast.
In the 2022 NFL Draft,
What do we got here?
the Los Angeles Chargers select Zion Johnson, guard,
Good.
Boston College.
Well,
Here comes that word.
Good.
Interesting.
Good
That
for
they
him.
went down the direction of Zion Johnson. Now, in one of our mocks, I think it was mock 2.0, we said that Zion Johnson would be going to the Chargers, but we said that it was going to be a little bit of an overdraft because they needed an offensive lineman, but Trevor Penning at that point would have been taken. So they still go down the route of taking Johnson, with Penning still available on that board. So we'll see what's going to happen here as Zion Johnson is being taken here by the Chargers, and he's going to be replacing Brian Bulaga. They needed some help in the instance of an offensive guard and an offensive tackle as well. So it's kind of interesting that they go towards Johnson here. Now you've got the Tennessee Titans moving up the draft board, and they could be making a pick here. Now, this is very interesting. Okay, the Titans, they don't pick until number 26, so we're going to have to wait and see what the compensation is here for the Chargers, or for the Titans, for the Eagles to trade down with the Tennessee Titans. So, oh my gosh, man. So many trades going on in this window from 10 to 20. And the Titans, who also need a wide receiver. I know that Mikey Watson in our mock draft 1.0, he made the prediction that it was going to be Christian Watson that was being drafted, the wide receiver from North Dakota State. But for the Tennessee Titans, let's see what they need. They have needs at linebacker, offensive tackle, tight end. I mean, they could go in different directions. So for linebacker, they probably wanted to jump the New England Patriots, who are at 21, who desperately need a linebacker. And Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd are still up there, so they wanted to get one of those guys. Offensive tackle, again, I keep on talking about this guy, but Trevor Penning is still available on this board. Penning could be a huge asset for any team. A tight end, Trey McBride, this consensus number 1 tight end. I don't think that's going to happen. But the Titans, they make their selection, and their pick is in. So we'll be waiting here shortly to see who they grab. But while that is going on, we just want to go ahead and remind you guys, if you guys are just now tuning in to the draft, BUSR is their premium online sports book. Sports betting is taking over the world, and it's getting tough for the big-name sports books to be genuine and authentic with everyone. That's what makes BUSR so different. They have a 24/7 live customer support so that if you have any issue, they can get it taken care of just like that. Unlike the bigger draft books or sports books out there, you're going to have to wait days and to get your money and all those issues resolved. They are on point with all of that. Some of the features that include with BUSR, we've been talking about this throughout the show, is that if you deposit with crypto, you'll get a 45% cash bonus on top of that deposit. Whoa. So, crypto's taking over the world. Or is it NFTs? How Gary Vee goes like, NFTs are like taking over the world. Crypto's taking over the world as they made the largest bet using Bitcoin, $1 million bet on the Kentucky Derby. They also offer different kinds of sports, the casino and horse racing as well. And they have fast payouts. And it's something that you don't want to miss because if you deposit right now, 2 days, sign up, they match your deposit for 100% of that deposit within 24 hours. Max out if you can. So if the limit's like $500, put in $500. You get $500 to play with. And I promise you, that is the way to make money. So BUSR is the way to go here for this draft. Their official sponsor of this draft live show. We've got JoJo Patton. What are you chewing right there?
Oh, a little bit of pizza. I'm telling y'all guys, Hassan is so freaking good at this. I just escaped, took a leak, ate some pizza, and y'all had no idea I was gone.
No freaking idea.
No clue. It's incredible.
Well, yeah.
And now I've just spoiled the whole secret.
Well, yeah, why'd you just give it away? Yeah.
Because I'm truly impressed by
the 5 beer cans that he's drinking out. It's now full of pee. So that's why I wanted to cut away. That's so you did it
a lot. Yeah, I did it right here.
Yeah.
He also muted me. No,
I did not actually.
No, you
nobody
didn't.
really heard you.
People would love to hear that. Probably people would pay for it.
How does a pee stream sound?
Well, let me just show you. Oh, come
on, my fantastic. Goodness. We've got a trade, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this.
The Eagles get wide receiver A.J. Brown in the process of trading.
Wow. Almost A.J. Green, but instead it's a different color.
The Eagles got A.J. Brown. They needed a wide receiver. The Tennessee Titans and A.J. Brown have been at this impasse or whatever it may be. As you can see, the war room of the Tennessee Titans, they are ecstatic about this. As you could, obviously,
look at
them. Look at them. They are so
They
happy.
are on top of the fucking world. Look at this. They should be. What the hell?
That was sarcasm. They lost their star wide receiver. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This is huge. And in just a bit, we're going to be bringing in Sean Landry. Actually, let's do it right now if we can to kind of talk about this. Big news that just happened. Let's see if we can bring him in.
Come on, Sean.
With the New Orleans Saints coming up, we want some insight as well.
Who is this?
This is Sean Landry. He's been a supporter of Time to Football and has been a guest as well in the past.
I definitely have heard this name.
We've got Sean joining us. Sean, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Sean?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, we're going to get to you in just a second after the Tennessee Titans announce their pick.
Sounds good.
I'm going to cut you off here occasionally once Roger Goodell comes on.
Okay.
But A.J. Brown, Philadelphia Eagles. This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and announce
With
this.
the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Treylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas.
So there you have it. Treylon Burks is now going to be the quote-unquote replacement of A.J. Brown. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was kind of shocked when Hollywood Brown got traded to Arizona. So I guess, anything can happen on draft night, especially when you're in Las Vegas. Am I right?
That's exactly right. I mean, it's wide receivers seems to be the theme right now of people moving everywhere at this point. Like Treylon Burks is, what is this, a top 16, top 18? We've seen so many of these first round grades, wide receivers already taken, and now a wide receiver, major wide receivers being taken, like you mentioned, Hollywood Brown, and then another Brown as well, and A.J. Brown. I mean, this is crazy to think of. What do you think the impact is going to be of A.J. Brown in Philadelphia?
Well, that's going to depend on how much better Jalen Hurts can get at throwing the football. I mean, you didn't see that much in the playoff game against Tampa Bay. Jalen Hurts is known more as a runner as opposed to a thrower, and that's something he's got to work on this offseason and is his accuracy. So, again, to answer your question, it's going to solely depend on how Jalen Hurts performs at throwing the football this year.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see. Now we've got your favorite team coming up here, the New Orleans Saints, who moved up to grab a wide receiver in Chris Olave. Do you think that maybe they could have waited, and maybe Chris Olave could have been gone by number 16 when they would have picked. But maybe someone like Treylon Burks could have been available. Do you think that they should have waited and grabbed it like a lesser known wide receiver, or are you happy trading up and getting Chris Olave?
Oh, I'm very happy they got Olave, man. I'm so excited they did. I was actually thinking you guys were going to draft him at 8. But all the mock drafts leading up to tonight had Olave coming to us one way or another, whether it was at 16 or 19, depending on where the chips fell in terms of the wide receiver class. I mean, Treylon Burks was mocked to us at one point. Jahan Dotson was mocked to us. But I deep down, I really wanted Chris Olave just for the simple fact of what he brings. And not only that, too, let's face it, Who Dat Nation has become Buckeye NFL in terms of how many Buckeyes are on the New Orleans Saints. Do you know Michael Thomas had dealings and trying to lure Chris Olave and get management to bring him to the black and gold?
Yeah, and I'm putting up a graphic right now for the audience to see the wide receivers that's on the screen that's being traded. So Marquise Brown traded from the Ravens to the Cardinals for the number 23 overall pick, and A.J. Brown traded from the Titans to the Philadelphia Eagles. So you're excited about Chris Olave. Number 19 now. What direction do you go? Now, Trevor Penning is sitting there nice and pretty, and I know that for the Saints to make a push into the postseason, those were the two positions that they needed to address as wide receiver and offensive tackle to replace Teron Armstead. Do you think it's Penning with this pick?
I would like to say yes, and that would be a perfect draft night for us to have both wide receiver and offensive tackle. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. When you guys, Carolina and Seattle, did not take a quarterback, it's made me a little nervous now that there's a chance we could take either Willis or Pickett at 19. Just because for the simple fact, going into tonight, Mel Kiper Jr. had us taking Pickett at 19. So I would like this to be confident and tell you, yes, it's going to be Penning. But I'm also bracing for the possibility that Goodell gets up there and calls Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis as the 19th pick for the New Orleans Saints.
Interesting. And I mean, rumors are out there right now saying that out of all the guys between the quarterbacks who the Saints prefer, it's Kenny Pickett. Some people have Malik Willis ranked a little bit higher. But it seems like with the Pittsburgh Steelers now coming up on number 20 after the Saints, Malik Willis has been tied to the Steelers for the longest time. And if it's Kenny Pickett here, the Steelers would be ecstatic. If it's Willis here with the Saints, then I think they're okay with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
But do you think with the additions of a wide receiver and potentially an offensive tackle that the Saints could make a move, not just for the playoffs, but maybe the Super Bowl?
I still think it's too soon to call it a Super Bowl run. Playoffs for sure. Wide receiver has been our Achilles heel for the last 5 years. And that's just something that's sorely been missed. Michael Thomas can't do it all. So push for the playoffs. Absolutely. We certainly were on the cusp of doing it this year until the Niners fell flat, or the Rams fell flat, excuse me. So again, I don't see Super Bowl right here and now, but playoffs for sure.
Yeah, as the commish is about to make his pick here for the New Orleans Saints, I don't know how much of a delay you have or I have, but they're showing the brave men and women that have been fighting for us, and they're about to make their selection here pretty soon. I noticed that you have a Jameis Winston jersey on, by the way, so you're hoping that it's Jameis season, at least for 2022.
Yeah, well, per your request, I was going to wear, I plan to wear Jameis. I was going to wear Michael Thomas and kind of doing a little bit of voodoo magic that we take a wide receiver, but I'm very happy with the Olave pick. I'm interested to see who we take right now.
So maybe it's going to be the opposite, because if you wore a wide receiver jersey, then they wouldn't have taken a wide receiver. But now that you're wearing a quarterback jersey, maybe they don't take a quarterback here. We'll have to wait and see. As he is up on stage.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle, Northern Iowa.
And there you have it. Trevor Penning, the guy that we've been talking about for the longest time, that needed to be taken eventually by a team. The New Orleans Saints take him here at number 19. Sean, give me your thoughts on all this.
Again, man, it's a good night for Saints football, especially when you get two needs filled in the first round. I mean, it's an absolute win. So I'm happy with the Penning pick. Like I said, I feel better now that we didn't take a quarterback. That means that it's going to be Jameis's team going into the offseason, and excited for what the new season's going to bring. And I'm excited to see what this team's going to look like post Sean Payton.
Yeah, Dennis Allen is going to be taking over helm, and looks like his two picks in his new regime is going to be Trevor Penning and Chris Olave. Let me ask you here real quick, as we've got the Steelers about to take their pick here with 5 minutes, 40 seconds and counting here. What do you think that for the Saints, for the remainder of the draft, what does it really look like as far as the positions that they're needed to go after and address here in day 2 and in day 3?
Sure. So, Mickey Loomis talked about there's a good chance we can get, the top 50 players in the first 3 picks. And, obviously we pick at 49th in the second round. There's a good chance, depending on how the quarterback shape. I wouldn't be surprised if we take a quarterback in the second round. I'd be okay with a guy like Desmond Ridder. I do know a position that is going to be a very big need for us is going to be running back, especially with the uncertainty of Alvin Kamara. Of course, his court date got pushed to August. And Mark Ingram still remains unsigned. So running back is a huge need for us. I've seen James Cook out of Georgia as a potential option for us in the draft. Kenneth Walker from Michigan State, Damian Pierce from Florida. But I was just talking to my father just a little while ago, and he and I are both kind of hoping Cook to add into the running back rotation.
That would be pretty cool to see James Cook and one of the more forgotten running backs in this draft class in 2022. Sean, really appreciate you joining us for the show. Any last words for Saints fans?
No, absolutely. Thank you again for having me. Saints fans, y'all should be ecstatic. For the first time in a very long time, we're finally getting some offense coming our way. Excited to see what this year is going to look like, and can't wait for training camp this summer.
And that is Sean Landry joining us and talking about the New Orleans Saints. Appreciate it, Sean. We will catch up later on. And so now we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers. The pick is in for the Steelers, and this could be it.
This will be it.
This will be? This will be it.
100%.
100%. The
Whether
team
it
needs.
is or isn't.
I mean,
either way, it is. Even if it isn't, it is.
It's this guy, college, 1 semester.
Yeah.
And he's the wisest man I've ever met.
It's called Confucius.
Yeah. So the Steelers and Malik Willis have been tied for the longest time, like just intertwined. And every single person's mock draft out there is saying Malik Willis, Malik Willis, Malik Willis. And I was thinking to myself, like, yes, in my mocks, I had Malik Willis, but what are the odds that he's still going to be available at number 20? And it's looking like that he is. And no quarterback has been taken, and I can't remember the last time that a quarterback has fallen this far essentially outside of the top 20, like barely inside of the top 20.
Yeah.
The last time I can remember is E.J. Manuel back in 2013. He was taken number 16 overall by the Buffalo Bills. They traded up to take Manuel, but it's going to be quarterback, man. We're getting those receivers. We're finally getting people to throw this thing to.
Yeah.
So like it's finally going to happen.
Heck yeah! Finally get the arm cannons.
Yeah.
Not just
the hands. You've got the.
Would they be hand cannons?
No, because they're not really like
hand
pushing.
Cannons would also be like quarterbacks.
Yeah, because they.
What would be the opposite of a cannon?
The opposite of a cannon.
The opposite of an explosion is an implosion. So,
incredible.
So yeah. So what would be the incredible to credible for? So if incredible is too credible,
so
then hand cannon is to catcher.
I'm going to stop you right there because you're starting to sound like those woke podcasters, like the Logan Pauls of the world.
Oh,
so it's the Luke Tices and the Nathan Tices.
The
Belmars, the Belmars.
Oh no, not them.
Not the Belmars.
Oh no, not them.
Yeah,
not the Belmars. Could you imagine? Could you imagine even knowing one of them?
See, it's funny because nobody really knows who we're talking about. Nobody knows who we're talking about.
What are you talking about? Everybody knows who we're talking about. It's the freaking Belmars.
All right. Story time here. I got hired to run a podcast for 2 people. One of them being my friend, the other being his brother. And they hired me out. They apparently made a lot of money, like millions of dollars, like using like drop shipping, like that. I respect the grind.
Killing it.
I respect the grind. And I got hired out because like doing all this behind the scenes stuff right now that you can't see, which by the way, we'll get to you guys in a second later on. Yeah. As I think it's Franco Harris that's going to be announcing the pick here.
Oh, look at that.
For the Pittsburgh Stew, is a legend in the Pittsburgh community. But yeah, keep
whoever
keep
that
a bookmark.
is. That's really cool.
Keep a bookmark on that.
Whoever he
Franco
is.
Harris made an improbable catch known as the Immaculate Reception.
Yes, he did.
The Immaculate Reception. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's.
You know what that's a reference to, right?
No.
It's the Immaculate Interception, which was a interception by Scene for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah. He could be drafted here. He could be drafted.
Go Dogs.
Not with the Steelers. We expect this to be Malik Willis. Franco Harris.
Yeah.
Giving us his pick. Malik Willis.
Vegas. Wow. I love this. With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
Who is it?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's them.
Yep.
Select Kenny Pickett.
Wow. So close to George Pickens.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Instead, just one first name off and a little bit of last few letters on the last name.
Kenny Pickett is the favorite over
Look
Malik
at him.
Willis.
He is so overcome with emotion. That's really truly what you want to see.
That's incredible.
That's freaking awesome.
That's incredible. Kenny Pickett, the first quarterback taken off the board over Malik Willis. I cannot believe this.
He can't either. He's freaking the fuck out right now.
Yeah, he's emotional.
Good
He's crying.
him.
He's now a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he got a lot of crap throughout the combine because of his small hand size. And that was the knock. But you know what?
Small hand size.
You know what they say about small hands?
Yeah.
Big dick energy, because you're a part of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Kenny Pickett, the guy.
You know what they say about small hands?
What did they say?
They say that you would get drafted before the other guy.
It's very
So it's usually what they say.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
So now you have the New England Patriots here, which we'll get to in just a second and talking about them. As Kenny Pickett, they are showing some highlights of this guy, and he could throw across the body.
Whoa.
Quarterback from Pittsburgh. Look at this long, deep reception. This might be to Tasir Mack.
Oh, yeah, that is beautiful.
That is not Tasir Mack, but that is a beautiful reception. So, he can make some throws for sure.
Nice. Yeah,
for sure, he's making some throws.
Drops it right in the pocket. I mean, that's just what you want. Right in the.
Check out this fake slide.
Pocket of the receiver. Oh!
Got him right there.
White boys got moves. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
So Pickett, taking and for the Patriots here, as I got less than 3 minutes remaining on the clock, we expect them to take a linebacker. Devin Lloyd has been the guy that's been tied to the Patriots. In our mocks, all 3 mock drafts that we came out with, we said Devin Lloyd to the New England Patriots. It could be happening. They lost Jimmy Collins. They lost Dante Hightower. They released Kyle Van Noy. As we assume that they're talking about the hand size right here.
Is that a pink football?
That is a pink. That is it's probably just a color on this screen. It's not the greatest screen in the world, but
I don't know. I could see that being that's a pink football, my man. That's the same as his. That's like magenta.
No way.
It's not the screen. No way. That's the screen.
Is this pink?
No.
Dude, okay, because look over there. Look over there.
Well, that screen is worse than this screen. This screen's incredible.
No, well, it's because it's just the connection from this computer to that. It makes the colors look a little bit, I don't know. Whatever.
No way, dude. That
we've got some people chatting down below. We encourage you guys to continue to keep your chats going here and interact with us.
Yeah, hey, people in the chat, is that a pink football or is it regular brown? I think it's the same color as the guy's suit, which is going to be magenta.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
breaking news.
Hand size. Look at him.
We just had a trade happen between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, who had 2 first-round picks, are now trading up with the New England Patriots to the number 21 spot. So now you've got the Chiefs on the clock. I mean, the Chiefs, you got rid of Tyreek Hill. Like, you need a wide receiver, but like,
yeah,
what do you do? What do you do in this instance? You know, it's. I'm going to go ahead and say, gosh, man, I don't even know who the Chiefs are going to be picking here.
I say, you probably draft someone.
Yeah.
First, so this is what you would first do. You would show up to the draft.
Right.
You would get on the phone, start making phone calls.
Okay.
And then...
Are you fully here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And then you would make a pick, and then you would call that person back.
Yes.
And you'd say, we want you to play for us, the Chiefs.
You can't get this coverage anywhere else,
not the captains, ladies and gentlemen. Not the sergeants, definitely not the Warriors.
No.
But the Chiefs.
The lefties.
Yeah. So you come play for the Chiefs, and we're going to pay you, at the very least, couple $1,000.
JoJo, what are you saying right now?
This is how I would do it. If I were a draft person. What are they called?
General manager?
If I were a general manager,
right.
I'd get on there. I'd say, look, I'll pay you a couple $1,000.
Okay.
If you come play for the Chiefs, and if they say a couple $1,000 is not enough, I'll say, all right, few thousand.
To leave the ball in their court.
You start low and then you work your way up. It's kind of like when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school. Sometimes I failed.
Okay.
Like I told you, I was a good student.
According to Emily Gross. Was Emily her first name?
No.
Where'd I get
Elizabeth.
the name Emily? Elizabeth. Okay. I think you said it earlier, and here we go.
The Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
With the 21st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
Okay, you're right.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie, defensive back, Washington.
I know.
So Trent McDuffie has been taken here by the Kansas City Chiefs, and it looked like McDuffie was going to be taken inside of the top 15 and too talented to be falling, but it looks like they just made up their decision that McDuffie is worthy enough to not be taken inside of the top 20, but instead outside. And the Chiefs saw that he fell, and they decided to take a corner. They need someone that is more man-on-man, that could do a very good job. As if you're watching ESPN, you can see the coverage and the plays that he's making. McDuffie, taken.
Good for them.
For a few $1,000s.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. So like I was saying, it's like what I would tell my mom when I would get an F.
Okay.
Or no, let me take it back. When I would get a C, I'd be like, look, I got an F. She's like, what? Nah, I'm just kidding. I got a D. Oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed. Mom, it was all a joke. I got a C. And then maybe I would only get burnt by a cigarette or something like that, But it was a lot less punishment than if I had gotten an F or a D.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those deals here where it's like, if I were in this position, I'd be like, hey, McDuffie, look, I'll offer you a couple grand. And he's like, oh, come on. I'm like, all right, a few grand.
So what
but
you're
I'm not
saying
going over a few.
Is your mom would abuse you like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know.
Should we cut away?
No. People don't get sick by this.
Do you need a towel?
I don't know what's happening.
It's something on your nose, like a pimple or something that popped.
Yeah. Guys, I have acne. And I've suffered for acne for a long time. And so this is why the sponsor of today's video is Acne Away. And basically all you do is you scratch it, and then it starts to bleed. And then when it bleeds, you wipe it on air, live television, and then you just hope that it stops bleeding. And when it doesn't, you just keep talking. And then you start putting on like this fake commercial and keep talking and while you're wiping. And then honestly, at that point, you just drink more beer. So to football.
I'm concerned. I am concerned as hell.
I think I'm fine. I honest to God.
No, it's not your nose. It's just everything that's going on right now. What the hell is happening?
This is the best draft anyone's ever watched.
This is amazing. You can't get this coverage anywhere else.
You really can't.
We actually have Chris Soundis saying, imagine drinking on live stream and becoming colorblind.
Becoming colorblind. Dude, I swear. Okay, if they could see. Here, let me set this back. If they could see what I saw and what we saw, the two of us.
Is that a pink football?
It looked pink. I swear to God, it looked pink. Man, that's a lot of blood.
Dude,
that's incredible.
Hey, I can cut away again. Like this angle, you can get up. You can do whatever you need to do.
It's okay. I'll call the assistant over. Assistant.
Don't listen. Don't listen to him.
Assistant. I'm bleeding from my nose. Can you see this from over there?
We're live.
Yes. I don't know.
It's a pimple.
I'm fine.
This is like popped.
It wasn't even a pimple, dude. I don't know what it was.
What is it?
Oh, you know what? I think it's a. Oh shoot! You can see it on air. Look at that. Hey, there's blood running down my face.
The Packers.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Quay Walker, the linebacker from Georgia. I think, JoJo, you're very familiar with him.
Oh, yeah.
And Quay Walker actually, in my mock draft, was being taken by either the Detroit Lions at number 32 or potentially the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here's the story behind Quay Walker and why he was being taken inside of the first round. It's because he was being talked about with the Jacksonville Jaguars being targeted at number 33 overall. So the Lions, who needed linebacker help, they kind of cock-blocked the Jaguars, take him at number 32. But Walker being talked about inside of the top 25, I mean, it was almost unheard of for Walker to go inside of there and really be taken by any team, especially the Green Bay Packers, who need a wide receiver, need to replace Davante Adams. What is going on? You had the ammunition. You had 2 first-round picks. You could have made a big, solid, massive trade. And the Packers didn't do it. They didn't do it, and they decided not to take a wide receiver. I mean, there's not really too much talent left here. I mean, there's George Pickens or Sky Moore, who's people might be talking about as could be a first-round pick, but now we've got Bills Mafia actually trading up from number 25 up to number 23 to target a guy. And if I had to guess which guy it's going to be, Andrew Booth is the guy that I'm going to be targeting. Could be Breece Hall. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a running back like a 3-down back, but Andrew Booth is someone that I expect them to get. JoJo, how are you feeling?
I feel fine. The red is actually from the glasses. So
I think some of it's your blood.
Maybe some of it. But no, yeah, I realized that very, very quickly when I walked in there, and it was like, oh, it's not actually bleeding that much.
It's just like a little scab or something that you picked.
Yeah, it was just from
it's
from
a
fire
story.
school. It's really not anything. We do a lot of push-ups in fire school, and I guess I don't guess. I've been hitting my face a lot in the push-ups. As you were talking about your battle scores here, there's less than 5 minutes here left on the clock for the Buffalo Bills. I didn't finish my story about the podcast. I'm going to be honest with you. I have the attention span of like a baby seal.
That's okay. I'll finish the story because we're waiting on the Buffalo Bills here, and we already talked about. I mean, it's more than likely it's probably going to be Andrew Booth or Breece Hall here. That's what I'm assuming is going to be the pick. Brandon Singh commenting down below saying, "Nice hat."
Oh yeah. Hey, let's do this real quick.
Okay.
I just want to shout out to the Doghouse.
Right.
For those in Georgia, this is unpaid. This is simply because
don't shout them out. Don't waste your time.
This is simply because they're truly the best. Best place to get burgers, dogs, wings, the Doghouse in Flower Branch off exit 8 on
Friendship Road,
985 Friendship Road. Yeah, wow,
yeah,
that's quick.
It's one of my favorite restaurants.
Right?
For my
did I show you them?
You did.
I did show you them.
It was him.
I was about to say, I show a lot of people the Doghouse. I take a lot of people to the Doghouse, and I have not met a single person that doesn't like them.
The Doghouse is amazing.
They're incredible. Fantastic place.
So the Buffalo Bills now with less than 4 minutes left. The highlights of the draft so far, Kenny Pickett, I would say, was probably a really cool moment. Seeing how emotional he was with his friends and family down in New Jersey. But anyways, I didn't finish the story. Okay, it's the story.
Yes.
So I got hired by people that like made millions and millions of dollars to do drop shipping. Like they you know, where they like buy stuff from like Marshalls and then they like sell it out for like 300% more.
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
so like those guys. So they made lots of money from that, and they hired me out because I run all this stuff, and they're like, hey, we want to start a podcast. So I'm like, okay, fine. Like you're paying me $750 a month, I'll do it. And they started talking during the podcast, and they did shrooms before the podcast. I think I've told you all this.
Yes.
Yeah, so they've done shrooms before the podcast because they say, hey, on a Tuesday, 9 a.m., I'm doing shrooms early in the morning because it gets my mind right.
Yeah.
For the podcast.
I mean, that's why I drink at 9 a.m.
That's 100% the reason why.
I get it.
And so they wanted to be in the same, and they started talking like a Logan Paul-esque, like, I'm so woke, like, you know, like, the wisdom, and this was like just some 25-year-old kid. The wisdom, like, so many people are like unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, so many people, like, I don't know what kind of woke stuff people say. Like, they're like all into like the trends. Like, they're really into like NFTs and stuff like that right now. Anyways, it came down to a point where I was there all day all day. I got there like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and we wanted to film just for like an hour and then shoot, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was there all day. I was stuck there all day because they were just outside on the porch smoking weed this whole time.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, I have things to do. I'm married. I have a wife at home. Like I got to go home. And they said, listen, we're getting our minds right. We're getting our minds right.
Yeah.
And I just waited. I waited until like 9 p.m. that night. And they were ready to film a podcast. And I was just kind of quiet. I was short. And they were like, are you upset? And I was like, yeah, I'm pissed. I went straight up to them and said, yeah, I'm pissed. Like, you wasted my time. And then they tried to pull some woke crap, which, by the way, let's show the Buffalo Bills trade.
Yeah, speaking of woke.
Yeah.
Bunch of freaking Bills.
23rd overall pick and the 25th overall pick. The Ravens get that, so they just dropped 2 spots and they get a 4th-round pick out of that. So the pick is in. We're about to announce it here in just a second when Roger Goodell goes up on stage. And they started saying some woke crap and being like, did I really waste your time? Because he was trying to twist it to like, no, your time was valuable. I was like, nah, dude, you're not doing that. Shut up. And then since then, they were
My
like...
time is valuable, so let's fucking get to work. I don't want to sit here for nothing.
They said, hey, we're taking a little bit of a break from the podcast. And this was back in December 2020. They never texted me back.
Well...
With the 23rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Kaiir Elam, defensive back, Florida.
We got a little bit of a gator getting drafted here as Kaiir Elam gets drafted by the Buffalo Bills, who is not really projected to be a first-round talent. Andrew Booth is still available, and they have passed up on the opportunity to draft Andrew Booth. This is the perfect opportunity for them to take Andrew Booth, the Baltimore Ravens, if he does fall to number 25. But you also have the number 24 pick with the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe they could go in the direction of corner. I doubt it. They really need an offensive lineman and an edge rusher. So what were you saying about the Florida cornerback?
I don't know. That's pretty interesting to me.
Guys, this is how you carry a show solo. So take note of this.
I mean, even watching back some of his stuff, it's like this. He was probably the only impressive player on Florida.
Right.
But that really doesn't mean a whole lot. I mean, he was okay. That's just interesting to me. I don't know. That's I mean, hey, they're seeing something I don't. And it is what it is.
It is what it is, and like I'm with you on that. Like I would assume Andrew Booth would be taken. And
sure, yeah.
So
that would make a lot more sense.
Brandon Singh saying a biggest steal or sleeper pick this draft. I think it's more of a confused pick for me. And again, I'm not a college scout. I can't really say anything too bad or anything. But when you've got Andrew Booth, who's from Decula, Georgia, by the way.
Go Dogs.
Played at Archer High School. Go Tigers.
Hey.
Yeah, that's where I graduated.
Yeah, you know him.
No, I actually don't. The first player at my high school that actually is getting drafted, which is actually incredible to think. There was another guy, Kyle Davis, who was being talked about as the number 1 player of the nation. He was a wide receiver, went to Auburn, and then he just kind of fell off.
Ugh.
But
Kyle. I hate Kyle. I'm sick of him.
Cal.
The Robert Kimdichie of...
Oh, Robert Kimdichie. Gwinnett people know. Like, put him 300-pound
If you were
running back.
6'7", you might reach Kimdichie's
collar. Dude, Brookwood, where you at?
Yeah, speaking of Brandon Singh, Brookwood, where you at?
Yeah, for real.
Are you even on the map?
If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, look up
Brookwood,
where you at. It's,
if you don't know what we're talking about, you are missing one of the greatest high school football rivalries and one of the greatest high school football rivalry rap battles. Really, it was a one-sided battle. I don't know if you would call it a battle. It would just be called a slaughter.
Yeah, Brookwood's was like,
Brookwood's comeback was horrible,
Terrible.
But Grayson's, it was incredible.
So the Dallas Cowboys are here on the clock, and like we said, they need an edge help. They need guard. They need, tackle. They lost Connor Williams in free agency. They lost Lyle Collins as well. offensive line, like it's man. And I don't know why wide receiver is one of the biggest needs when you have CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. Hey, Dallas, you're okay. You're okay. That's it. Oh, we got who's your wide receiver? CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. Stop right there. You're fine. But we want no, you're fine. You're fine. So they need to go in the direction of either a guard, a tackle, or a wide receiver, or an edge rusher. George Karlaftis is still available on this board. Could be one of the picks for the Dallas Cowboys. But it's interesting, man. I mean, that the fact that the Baltimore Ravens got a pick in Kaiir Elam, which, by the way, Matt Elam, if you guys are a Baltimore Ravens fan, you guys know about Matt Elam, was a first-round pick back in the day and did not work out for the Baltimore Ravens. So now Kaiir Elam, hopefully that's going to work out.
His stepbrother.
Yeah. I don't even know if they have any relation. They might. I don't know. But it's funny because they go after Kyle Hamilton. They go after Kaiir Elam. They really want to make this secondary a point to fix it because Jamar Chase is in that division. Joe Burrow is in the division, throwing 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, whatever it may be against the Ravens. They want to fix that. And so the Ravens did the right thing there. And that's a replacement. That's a replacement that they decided to go after instead of replacing Marquise Brown. They need a wide receiver. Rashad Bateman is the only guy.
And Cowboys fans are intense.
Yeah, check them out. Look at that.
They
Did you ever wear that?
I don't think they like their football team.
Well, I mean, the internet would say otherwise.
Did you just ask me if I would ever wear that?
Yeah. Would you ever wear that?
Do you see what I'm wearing right now?
The answer is yes. Yeah.
For a YouTube show, yeah, I would wear that.
Yeah.
To get on live TV.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the Cowboys. I would wear that exact outfit.
The pick is in by the Dallas Cowboys. Kazine, yeah.
The pick is in. I swear that's got to be pink, dude.
Dude, what are you looking?
Okay, look. There's pink in the background and of the NFL draft, like above that or beside that. There's pink on his sports
suit.
coat.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
You're
pink.
out of it, dude. You're out of it. Answer this question.
I'm out of it.
Brandon asked, "Would you do college football coverage? You still going to do that for football?"
Oh yeah, I would do a college football coverage. Yeah, college football is way more interesting than NFL. Change my mind.
It'll happen.
You can't.
Don't worry about
my mind. Don't even try to change my mind. You can't do it.
NFL is better than college football.
You're false.
But anyways,
you're a faker.
Oh, what we got here?
Here we go.
22 NFL Draft. The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith, tackle, Tulsa.
So Tyler Smith is a guy that the New Orleans Saints were actually targeting. They loved Tyler Smith. But with the Saints grabbing Trevor Penning because Penning was still available on the board, the better tackle, they pass up on Tyler Smith. And some guys believe that Smith could play guard, could play tackle, which would be a perfect replacement for both Connor Williams and for La'el Collins, who signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. So Tyler Smith being taken.
Hey, good for him.
I mean, some people thought that he was a mid to late second-round pick, but I mean, here in the NFL draft, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter what people's opinions are of, like, well, I think this person should be taken then. Like, if he's not going to be around by the next time you pick, then just pick him. You know, so, like, the Cowboys were under that assumption, like, let's just take him. We like him a lot. Kenyon Green is gone. Zion Johnson is gone. So this seems like this is the most logical choice to take Tyler Smith.
Nice.
Bernard Raymond is also another tackle available. Tyler Linderbaum is a center that's available, and that could be the two next offensive linemen being taken here in the draft. But now we've got the Baltimore Ravens back on the clock. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Earlier when I was talking about the Baltimore Ravens, I meant to talk about the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills getting Kaiir Elam, and the Ravens having Matt Elam back in the day being that bust. But anyways, Ravens. So they took Kyle Hamilton. They still need a cornerback. Andrew Booth is available. George Karlaftis, Devonte Wyatt. Lots of good guys still available out there that could fit the Baltimore Ravens' needs.
Who are you liking?
I'm going to go Devonte Wyatt.
Yeah.
I like Devonte Wyatt. I know you love Devonte Wyatt as well.
Yeah.
But I know
Fantastic.
Andrew Booth would be phenomenal, and he'd be like a good man-to-man corner. But Wyatt is just, I mean, I think he could be an all-pro in this league. I really do. So Devonte Wyatt would be my choice here.
Well, aside from athleticism, he's got the name for NFL. Think about it. Devonte Wyatt. That is just...
That's an NFL name?
That's a kid that's like, I want to be Devonte Wyatt one day. You don't hear someone saying, I want to be Andrew Smith.
You know what's funny? At my old job at Apple, I would see customers' names.
Sure.
On like a list. Like, did you need to help out? And you could just tell, because I've met like a couple of NFL players that were over there, and you could just tell who was an NFL player based off their name.
Yeah, like Devonte Wyatt.
Like Devonte Wyatt. Like I didn't know that they were players. Like one guy played for the Giants.
Yeah.
Jarrell Worthy, who was a Green Bay Packer back in the day, he came in. His name sounded familiar, but like you just know football name when you see it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like
no,
JoJo
it's
Patton.
true. I mean, yeah.
Wide receiver / cornerback.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've actually got some fans here. Hassan, can you tell us what position JoJo would play in football and why? You know, as I am looking him up and down.
Yeah. Here, allow me to step back.
Yeah.
Just show off the bod.
Show off the bod. Yeah. Definitely step back and make sure everybody gets a good view of you. So as doing a little bit of a rotation here, we've got the nice little pouch you got going on there. Then we got the backside. We've got a little bit of the stripes moving here. You know what? I'm going to say LB. LB, you know what position that is?
Yes.
What position is that?
Left bestie.
I was going to say left bench. But yes, left bestie. That's the position that JoJo would play. Also, why JoJo as your partner tonight? Well, we were going to get Michael Watson. And
Who the hell? Who is this?
It is Brandon. So we were going to get Michael Watson, and then we had to make the last minute decision after the birth of his baby that we've already acknowledged that he neglects. Which can we say that's true?
Yeah, 100%.
So we had to make the decision of bringing someone else on, and ended up being
so I was option. 2nd round draft pick.
Actually, more like 4th. But no.
Ooh, hey. Whoever said that, how about you quit being such a cunt and try to do this yourself? You douchebag.
That's a challenge. The Ravens.
It's not a challenge, no, because he would actually do pretty well in this, I think.
The Ravens still have not made their selection. They are less than 3 minutes left on the clock, so we're still waiting for them to make their pick. I mean, it's got to be between Andrew Booth and Devonte Wyatt here. So I'd assume it's got to be one of those guys. But we'll see for sure if it's one of those guys or not. You okay?
Just people making really stupid.
I know people can be mean, man. Listen. Let me show you a tweet. Oh yeah, I backtracked. This did not happen. So someone asked on Twitter, like, what was your weirdest comment that you've ever gotten on a video?
Yeah.
And let me there it is right there. Let me get it showed up here. Like that's.
Oh my gosh! Wait, 25 minutes ago. Oh, you took a screenshot.
That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I took a screenshot when it happened.
I was like, damn. So, where was this person?
So Sean Cannell of Think Media. What has been the weirdest comment you got?
Richard Seymour. We hate you.
Terrorist voice.
Right, Richard Seymour.
That is the worst comment. Oh my gosh! I am looking at the screen, by the way, and you are just getting closer and closer to me, aren't you?
How is this happening? How?
The positioning here is terrible.
All right.
There you go.
Fix this right now.
There you go, man. We should have done that 20 picks ago. But we're too deep into this now.
We should have done this about 2 hours and 54 minutes ago.
Yeah. We should have.
By the way, 2 hours and 48 minutes was when you made your first mistake.
What was that?
When you did the whoop, and you were like, oh, and then you did this. When you accidentally showed a screen that you didn't mean to, you literally just did it. It was at 2:48.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it took you 2 hours and 48 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours and 48 minutes of absolutely crushing ass at this show before you made like an accidental. And it was literally just a slip of the.
Yeah.
It was just like a oops. Like it was just, and then it was fixed.
I just need to work on my finger game.
It was, yeah. Finger game was not on fleek after. So hey, at least you can last 2 hours and 48 minutes. That's what we've learned here. Yeah. Shout out to wifey. Give it a good sniff.
Yeah. As you are, because I know that's riding up your crotch as you are pulling it away from.
What?
Give you a little bit of breathing room.
Oh, I'm not touching anything.
Oh, you're letting it.
I'm letting it just be choked.
As we got the commish up.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Lindenbaum, center, Iowa.
That is a great pick by the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
For two different reasons. One, you need offensive line help. Okay, so don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. You need offensive line help.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit later on about maybe Andrew Booth or whoever maybe should have been the best option there. It's okay. But what we need to focus on here is that you cockblock the Bengals from getting Tyler Linderbaum, because you know at number 31, if the Bengals were up and Linderbaum was available, which would have been the most logical team for Linderbaum to go to, you know for sure that they were going to go after Tyler Linderbaum there. But they decided not to, and decided to go in the direction of Tyler Linderbaum. So, yeah, you take him away from the Bengals. Now, the bad thing is you pass up on Devonte Wyatt. You pass up on, all these good guys. So,
right.
I mean, it's now the Buccaneers' turn. Oh.
Devonte all the way.
This is incredible.
What?
This never happens. Okay. Let me go ahead and show you who is available, who is up on the clock. The New York Jets.
Oh, shoot.
The Jets, in my mock draft, I did this. It was the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Who was supposed to pick at number 20. Gosh dang, this freaking...
No, it's not. It's the New York Jets.
Okay. So, in my mock draft, the Titans were originally supposed to pick number 26. I mocked a trade between the Jets and the Titans to move up to 26. That never happens. Who mocks a trade and gets it right?
Wow.
It's me. Guys.
Yeah, it's because he's the king.
This is incredible coverage.
That's why we call him the mock king.
Now, yeah, that's so.
That's why he's known around these parts as the mock king. He's the king of mocking. Mocking draft.
Mock. Yeah. Have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
No.
Never seen Dumb and Dumber?
No.
That's the reaction people give.
I'm just kidding. I've seen it.
Okay, yeah. They're like in the back of the van and they're like, mock, see, king, see, with like the Spanish nurses or not nurses, nuns.
I don't know.
You don't remember that? Okay.
No, I've seen it, but it's been a long, long time.
So, anyways, I mocked a trade between the Jets and the Titans.
Amazing.
With a specific pick at number 26. Now,
and
I said that they were going to trade up to get Traylon Burks. That's not happening.
See. If you guess that, though.
But Traylon Burks has already been drafted.
Yeah, but if he does it anyway.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
If they just say, hey, we want Traylon.
It's like, you can't.
And they're like, no, you can't. And he's like, what are you going to do? Stop me?
We'll pass you.
Yeah, what are you going to do? We've already talked to him.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he doesn't want you. It's kind of like it's like when I take girls from guys. He said he doesn't want you.
Does that
I guess when I take guys from girls.
What the heck is going on?
He said he didn't want you. He's not interested. He's interested in me.
Does it happen often?
I mean, happen to you.
Shh, don't give away our secrets.
It happened to you.
Don't give away our secrets.
With Sarah.
The Jets are up on the clock. The pick is in, actually, here for the New York Jets. Next time, can you guys take shrooms then do the video? This is from Brandon Singh.
It would open up our minds.
It would. Like, we would be Logan Paul, impulsive, would have nothing on us.
I mean, at this point, to be honest, I'm just really tired. So it's like my jokes are just getting more goofy.
Dude, I give you the option. You can leave.
I don't want to, though. I'm kind of enjoying this a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm excited for Nutter Butter. Oh, Nutter Butter podcast would be great.
Nutter Butter. You're
podcast.
Close.
But I'm excited for Apple Butter. Apple Butter is going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, as they are talking about the New York Jets, let me actually take a moment to advertise a little bit. Not for our sponsor just yet. Let me actually advertise myself and talk about the T2F podcast that you can tune into every Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I encourage you guys to subscribe to this channel if you guys are new and joining in for the first time. We have lots of fun on the show. We talk about football. We bring in our guests as well for chatting. So, you can call into the show, chat down below, whatever it may be. Time to Football Podcast, Thursdays, 8 p.m. So I encourage you guys to subscribe to this channel and let us know if you guys can tune into the show every Thursday at 8 p.m. But,
that's right. And by the way, it's actually going to be going live on September the 11th. 2022.
Yeah, well, that's a very interesting date that you chose right there.
20-year anniversary. So we're doing a special showing on September 11th,
All right.
2022.
Goodell.
With the 26th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson, linebacker, Florida State.
Wait. No one picked him yet?
I guess not. Apparently not. Apparently he's unpickable until now. Look at that.
Wait a sec.
And look at that suit. That's just incredible.
You're right. No one.
I'm right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I called it.
All right. Let's debrief this. Okay. Holy crap. This was a top 10 player according to multiple people, and he got taken outside of the top 26. My contact just fell out. But
you also said according to multiple people. Are you talking like Michael Watson? Or is that the multiple people you're specifically speaking to? Because we all know he's not a reliable source. He can't even take care of his kid. Is the second person Brandon Singh? Because, again, an unreliable source.
Yeah.
So if the multiple people are those two, then I wouldn't listen to them.
That doesn't make any sense.
Then at this point, it makes a lot of sense.
This is wild to me because this was a top 10 projected pick by many people like Michael Watson, many people like maybe Brandon Singh, a lot of draft analysts out there, Peter Schrager, Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, Bucky Brooks, Daniel Jeremiah, all of those guys had this guy as a top 10 pick. And the Jets, as I said in the beginning of the show, were enamored by Ahmad Gardner and Jermaine Johnson, and I believed in my mock drafts that they were going to do everything in their power to trade up for either one of those guys. Ahmad Gardner at number 4 if he fell to them, which they did, and then if Jermaine Johnson was available at number 10, he was going to get taken by the New York Jets. They passed up on him for Garrett Wilson. And to my surprise and to a lot of people's surprise, he was still available at this point. So they go down the route of trading up with the Tennessee Titans and grabbing Jermaine Johnson.
Wow.
This is wild. I thought he was going to be
Look at that suit. Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Wrong team. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, that's the suit. His suit is.
No, I know. I know.
I know he's going to the Jets.
What if he was drafted by the Steelers? That'd be pretty cool. I think he was trying to send a message.
Apparently, I'm not the only one that's colorblind.
No.
Also, y'all shouldn't be making fun of colorblindness in the comments. It's a real thing that people really struggle with.
Brandon Singh says that has to be racist.
Good Lord, he just keeps talking. Shut the fuck up, Brandon.
All right, now we've got a little bit of another move going on. We now officially have the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock.
The Jags.
So the Jags, who we're picking at number 33, are trading up. So we'll look at the compensation right here that they need. So they got their edge help in Trayvon Walker, the freak of the nature that they had. They need a defensive tackle. This could be the spot that Devonte Wyatt could go to if they really want to bolster that defense.
Oh,
so can you imagine if Trayvon Walker and That's
those two again. Man,
that would be savage. That would be
good Lord.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this. This was quite a few years ago, but there was a point where the Jags sucked so much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm about to say?
No.
That they offered free beer for every purchase of a ticket.
Really?
Because they just needed to get people in the seats.
I don't remember that.
The stadium was constantly just empty. I remember thinking, because I was like, man, it was like, I think it was like 2 free beers. I was like, I might go. I was like,
for 2?
I may drive down to Jacksonville for 2 free beers. And then I was like, what am I doing?
Who are they playing? I don't care.
Yeah. I was like, what am I thinking? I could get 2 free beers at home.
Well, it's not really free. That's unless someone else.
It's free if you homebrew.
Oh, wow!
Still not free.
So
it's actually quite expensive.
Devonte Wyatt could be an option here for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Sure. Yeah. Man, that would just be incredible.
I mean, they need some safety help. So Dax Hill is also available. Lewis Seen.
Yeah.
There
you go. Look at that. Just dogs. Dogs. Man, if they choose a dog, I'll probably lose my shit. That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
I'd love to see Jacksonville become Jacksonville outside of the NFL is a huge, huge breeding ground for Bulldogs. Like,
oh yeah,
Bulldog fans love Jacksonville. Oh yeah.
Why? Why do you say
that?
I
love Jacksonville, but Bulldogs fans love Jacksonville. Jacksonville is where the Georgia-Florida game is played every year.
It's true.
So there's a lot of St. Simons and Jacksonville have a lot of Bulldogs living there.
So yeah. So why do they do it every year at Florida? Why don't they just?
Well, Jacksonville is like the halfway point. Right?
Okay, gotcha.
It's I think 3 hours from Gainesville, and
we drove through Jacksonville one time because my bucket list thing is I want to see every single NFL stadium.
Yeah.
Before I die, I guess.
Okay, nice, yeah.
And so we drove because we were driving from.
You just go ahead and croak.
Yeah, exactly. So we drove from Orlando back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But we took the route of driving an extra hour, so we kind of sort of went through Savannah or like kind of towards Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
So we stopped by Jacksonville, and they have this long bridge over the water.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate heights.
Oh,
especially
really?
over water.
Oh, Jacksonville's not the place to go if you don't like heights because it's all bridges.
Yeah,
there's a bridge on like every turn. So I grew up. My mom's side of the family's all from Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's from Jacksonville. Well, not from Jacksonville. She's from outside of it. She's from Orange County, but which is closer to Orlando. But still, like her whole family lives in Jacksonville now. Everyone that's still living, and yeah. I mean, I've grown up my whole life going to Jacksonville. I love that place.
Yeah.
It's got a special place in my heart, even outside of the Georgia-Florida game.
Well,
which is always the Georgia-Florida game, never the Florida-Georgia game.
Yeah, so they're showing the best safeties available or the best players available right now on Mel Kiper's board. We've got, I made another mistake.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, it's getting late, 3 Daxton Hill, Malik Willis, all these guys are still available. They got the linebackers as well as Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean are still available. The pick is in for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see in a second if they're about to pick them here. Either one of those 5 guys that they just showed.
Kobe would be a fantastic pick.
But, yeah, so let's go ahead and after this pick, we'll get another shout-out to BUSR. And thank you so much for sponsoring the show, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, big time. Thank you.
Yeah, so we really appreciate that. And, left on the clock, I mean, after this, we've got the Green Bay Packers with their second of their 2 first-round picks. I am, at this point, I really don't know who could be the person that the Jaguars get at this point. I mean, they don't really need a linebacker. They could use one, but, I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah. Nakobe Dean's a great player as well.
Dude, look.
Pink.
Oh, my gosh. I'm doing it again.
Freaking pink.
Pink ball. Show the ball. Show the ball.
Show the ball.
There it is.
I swear that's magenta.
No.
I would fight somebody over it. You know what? Actually, you know what I'm realizing just now?
What are you realizing?
Based off this guy's bald head.
What?
It might be the lights overhead.
It might be the lights. But his suit is still pink.
His suit's pink, and the lights overhead may be pink, which makes the ball look pink in comparison to the suit. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Well, regardless, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars here in their selection.
The 27th pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He's kind of out of it,
With
too.
the 27th pick
Everybody
in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Utah.
Boo.
Fantastic pick. I mean, Devin Lloyd is the consensus #1 overall linebacker. Some people might say Nakobe Dean, but most of the draft analysts out there are saying that Devin Lloyd from Utah, who has an incredible story, by the way, of growing up through perseverance and having one of his friends pass away. Devin Lloyd is now the selection by the Jacksonville Jaguars. They make their mark on defense, edge rush, linebacker. They trade up for Devin Lloyd. And now what we have is the Green Bay Packers on the clock at pick number 28, who need a wide receiver so bad they drafted who they thought was their best linebacker in this draft in Quay Walker that they had on their draft board. And now they're going to have to go down the route of maybe helping out their offense at the wide receiver position if they want. Some rumors are out there saying that the Packers and the Raiders could be conducting some sort of trade between Darren Waller. Derek Carr shut down those rumors, said, nope, that is not happening at all. Darren Waller is staying in Oakland Raider. I said Oakland. Gosh dang. It's Las Vegas. It's hard to keep up now.
It's okay. Oakland still counts.
Washington lefties.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Packers, the pick is in. We're going to find out who it is. But Nakobe Dean now is going to be the next linebacker taken off the board, hopefully in the first round. We've got just a few more picks left here for tonight.
We all know it's the Washington Redskins.
the what?
Redskins. Redskins.
Why are you saying it like that?
Elmer Fudd.
Oh.
Yeah, he was probably definitely from the state of Washington.
On that note, we're going to give a quick shout out to BUSR, our official sponsor here today. This is the spot for your premium online sports betting. Guys, BUSR is where it's at. I can go ahead and tell you that this has probably the most authentic customer support team out there for any online betting sports book. Sports betting is taking over the world, and it's getting tough for big-name sports books to be genuine and authentic. Luckily, BUSR has a 24/7 live support team, so if there's any issue at all, you don't have to go through these big guys and have to wait days for your payouts and these processing times and all that. They will get your money as fast as possible. Some things to take note about BUSR is that they offer sports such as NFL, NBA, all that good stuff, but then also horse racing as well. Actually, as a matter of fact, they made the largest bet through Bitcoin, through cryptocurrency, using when they bet on the Kentucky Derby. If you deposit crypto, you'll get 45% cash bonus on top of that deposit. And if you deposit within 24 hours, you get a 100% bonus on your first deposit. So that is something that you want to take care of. And also just to keep you guys engaged as well, they have a weekly newsletter with a sports calendar of the week, trivias to earn prizes, and early lines and free picks. BUSR.ag. Click that link in the description. Sign up. Start playing. You'll use our promo code T2F as well when you click that link. So make sure you guys go through that link and start playing.
Heck yeah.
And now the Packers are on the clock, and they have made their selection here. So we're going to find out who exactly the Packers are taking here with their pick.
Man, the Kentucky Derby is always something I've been interested in.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I've never really put a whole lot of energy into it. I just think it'd be interesting to go and drink and cheer on horses and put money down and lose it, you know?
Yeah, but that like going to the Kentucky Derby is like Connecticut Derby.
Yeah.
I have not a single sip of water. So maybe that's why I'm
drunk,
like,
dude. Yeah, sober up. I don't know. I think of the Kentucky Derby as like this rich person thing that they get to do, which obviously I'm not that. But I would like to be able to do that one day, to be able to go and just flaunt my money and be like, whatever, I'll put $10 down and not have to worry about $10 just burning a hole in my pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. $10 is something that I think I can give up to if it came down to if it came down to it.
The only person I would ever trust $10 with is Buster. BUSR.com.
Yeah.
.ag.
.ag.
What is AG?
I don't know.
Agriculture.
I don't ask questions.
BUSR.agriculture.
I don't ask questions at all.
BUSR.ashwagandha.
BUSR. Annoying guy on screen.
Like this guy.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
That guy.
That guy keeps talking about things that aren't football related.
Well, listen, the Green Bay Packers, George Karlaftis is still up there looking nice and pretty. Devonte Wyatt still has not been taken as well, so we'd expect that. I mean, personally, I expect one of those two guys to be taken here by the Green Bay Packers. I could be wrong, obviously, but we'll see. As we've got a pick coming up.
The 32 men drafted tonight will go on to do great things on the field.
Heck yeah, they
but
will.
They'll also make tremendous impact.
They're talking about the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Again, I got to cut away so I don't get copyrighted here. But Andrew Whitworth, who recently retired, is going to be making the pick here for the Green Bay Packers because, I mean, they don't have – the Baltimore Ravens don't have a pick, so – or not the Baltimore Ravens, the Los Angeles Rams, so he can't really be picking for them. Andrew Whitworth is about to make a pick. I hope for the Packers' sake that it is George Karlaftis or Devonte Wyatt. So we'll see here in a bit as Whitworth takes the stage.
Thank y'all. Whose house? That's what I'm talking about.
But we're in a rented house.
I am very humbled and grateful to stand before you as the 2021.
We are.
Walter Payton.
All right. We got to cut away.
Man, it has to be just that many seconds.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been doing this game for a long time.
Who cares? They really care that much?
Yeah, they'll flag it.
What is it, more than 10 seconds?
I try to avoid 10 seconds, yeah. I try to do if I'm pushing 7, then I'm like, no.
Man.
So
that's how I feel in bed.
Things about it was the platform I was able to build to help change people's lives.
Golly. That's it, yeah.
This hurts.
Uh-huh.
This hurts, man.
Imagine how she feels.
Yeah. Exactly. Ready for this to end.
I try to avoid 10 seconds. If I'm getting close to 10 seconds, it's too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
At that point, it's like, fuck.
It's great logic, dude. I feel good. Yeah. I feel good about myself now.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh my gosh, still talking.
All right, I got to cut away real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cut back.
Cut, and then boom.
We're so proud of you.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
With the 28th pick
in
the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Devonte Wyatt.
Let's go.
There we go. Man, what a guy. Devonte Wyatt. Love that man.
Devonte Wyatt, a force for the Georgia defense this past season. And now Devonte Wyatt will be in the green and yellow up in cold Green Bay.
Family losing their minds. That's awesome.
Their family,
you got to love that, man.
Everybody's enjoying the moment. That is so
He's
freaking
like,
cool.
What the hell? You know he probably sounds like that. What the hell's going on?
Devonte Wyatt now is going to be the newest member of the Green Bay Packers. And again, Devonte Wyatt is one of those players that was just falling in this draft. And many people thought that he could have been better than Jordan Davis. And Jordan Davis taken fairly early by the Philadelphia Eagles. So another NFC team wants to take another Georgia defensive tackle. That is Devonte Wyatt going to the Green Bay Packers.
To be honest with you, it is pretty mind blowing to me that he's taking this late. Because I mean, aside from the media coverage with Jordan Davis, Devonte Wyatt is fucking fast, man.
Yeah,
he is quick off the line.
Yeah,
and he's an incredible athlete. I mean, Jordan Davis is huge. he got a lot of coverage because he's so massive. And like I said, off the field, he's an incredible leader. But when you talk about just athleticism between the two of them, I gotta say, I think Devonte Wyatt's kind of got him beat. He's so wicked fast. Mm-hmm. He reads offenses really well, and he knows how to fucking get the tackle.
Yeah, Devonte Wyatt is definitely one of those guys that, again, I thought he was going to get taken inside of the top 20.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised that he fell this late. But, every year in the draft, there's always someone that falls. And actually, a few people here have fallen. For instance, Jermaine Johnson probably had the biggest drop in this draft. So now we've got the New England Patriots, who traded with the Kansas City Chiefs earlier, dropping from number 21 down here. If I had to bet my money on anything right now, I think it's going to be Nakobe Dean that gets taken here.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to see that.
Bill Belichick loves his Georgia guys. He's always at Georgia Pro Day. He's friends with Kirby Smart.
Mm-hmm. They're the two best coaches in football.
He takes these great Georgia players like Isaiah Wynn. Did Shaq Mason play at Georgia? I don't think he did. No. He didn't. But yeah, he does take some Georgia guys, and Nakobe Dean could be the next guy taken here by Bill Belichick. I heard that Nakobe Dean, this is according to Michael Watson, that he was studying like space engineering or something. I
wouldn't trust anything he said.
Yeah, I knew that was not.
Actually, that sounds pretty right. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's correct.
Yeah.
I actually think I heard the same thing. I don't know for a fact, but I do know somebody. I heard that about somebody on the Dogs team.
Like he had like a 4.0 or something. Like
it was probably Nakobe Dean. He's wicked smart. Yeah, I think it's him.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was him either. Some people may say he's the leader of that Georgia defense. And now,
hey, he was studying astronomics, whatever, astronaut stuff.
Okay,
but now instead he's taking an NFL team to the moon. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag subscribe to the Belmar brothers.
Hashtag Gary V.
1969.
NFTs?
NFTs? Going to the moon.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, you got so much time, dude. You've got so much fucking time, dude.
No.
Got so much.
I don't plan on living past 40.
Yeah,
that's what I would tell him, and he would be stumped. I truly, oh man, if I have to live past 50, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't want to live that long. Are you kidding me? Here's something I've never understood is why people want to live late. Like, who the fuck wants to stay on this earth? It is so exhausting being here. Why not just go to heaven, man?
What the heck
or
is
hell?
going on?
I guess if you're gonna go to hell, then that would make sense why you would want to stay on earth.
I'm sorry about him on as a guest, guys.
But I don't want to be here longer than maybe 60.
Really?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? 60 years?
I mean, you have so much more of your life to look forward to.
After 60?
I feel, yes.
What are you going to look forward to?
Retire?
Sitting in a recliner?
So you're going to die while working?
I won't be working by 60.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'll hold you to it.
I haven't gotten in depth about my retirement plan, but I'm going to be retired by 45.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'm 28 years old, and I'll be retired by 50.
Yeah.
I'm 28 years old. Join the fire department. You retire full benefits at 20 years.
Okay.
At 48 years old, I'll be able to retire full benefits from the fire department. And then on top of that, I've got other retirements that I'm putting into. And my whole goal is to retire early. 50 years old, I'll be retiring, not making millions of dollars, but with a living wage.
You can if you drop ship.
It's true. And then by 60, I'll be dead.
Well, yeah, it's kind of morbid to think about, but
I don't know. That could change. But
man, Las Vegas has been awesome venue for the NFL draft here. As the pick is in, as you can see on your screen, for the New England Patriots, as they are going to be making their selection here. We expect it to be Nakobe Dean, maybe Andrew Booth, but I think it's going to be Nakobe Dean here.
Let's see. Nakobe Dean.
Yeah, it's
come on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put money on it. I'm because you said that. I'm gonna go to real quick to BUSR. I'm gonna put money on Nakobe Dean.
Yeah.
22 NFL Draft. The New England Patriots select Cole Strange, guard, Chattanooga.
We're going to describe that as a surprise, Mel.
Yeah, that's an understatement. We're going to describe that as a surprise. Okay. Who?
You want to know something?
Okay.
I made about 60 graphics, of
Sure.
like the players popping up.
Yeah.
I do not have a single graphic of Cole Strange. I have never heard of Cole Strange.
I don't think anybody. He's from Chattanooga. He played at Chattanooga? Or
Strange. I see it. I see the tweets right now. Strange pick. Fitting.
Yeah. Wait.
They don't even have like they're not showing him. Like they don't have cameras set up at his home. At the draft.
They don't know who this kid is. Nobody does. I hope to God he comes out as like the best offensive lineman to play college football. I mean NFL. It's just like I hope to God that this is just like a complete shock to everyone, to the point where it's like, this is incredible. There's no way he can't succeed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
It's a Rudy story.
I'm rooting for him.
It's a Rudy story. At this point, I think he's my new favorite player. But yeah, I mean, ESPN doesn't even have a thing on this guy. They have nothing.
There's nothing at all.
They went ahead and said, all right, now on to the Chiefs.
Well, all right, okay.
They don't know what's going on.
That was quick.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis, defensive end, Purdue.
And now this is a pick that makes a lot of sense. George Karlaftis being talked about probably being a top 10 player in this draft. He falls all the way down to number 30. The Chiefs, they need some edge help, because out of that division, they're the only team in that AFC West that does not have two elite edge rushers. And they address that with the addition of George Karlaftis.
Interesting.
So that AFC West is one of the more stacked divisions in this team. And Karlaftis, known as the Greek Freak, is going to be making his rookie debut this season as a Kansas City Chief.
The Greek Freak.
All right, so that was probably the strangest.
That was really interesting.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, Karlaftis.
Hassan's at a total loss for words.
I don't have an analysis on Cole Strange. I'm sorry.
Cole Strange.
Strange pick.
From where? From Chattanooga, or was he
Chattanooga?
From Chattanooga. Is that UT Chattanooga?
I think so.
Wow. UT Chattanooga, isn't that where Terrell Owens went?
It is where Terrell Owens went, yeah.
That's interesting. So is he like the second person next to Terrell Owens to be drafted from UT Chattanooga?
I don't know any NFL alum that's been taken there at Chattanooga, but this is probably the cue that we need to wrap up pretty soon. And we've got two more picks, and then we're going to be wrapping up. So we've got the Cincinnati Bengals here at number 31, and then at number 32 is the Minnesota Vikings, who traded down with the Detroit Lions to grab that number 32 pick. I think the Vikings could have gotten more out of that trade. But hey, I mean...
Man, so we still have Nakobe Dean. We have Scene
still available. And listen, here for the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be either Daxton Hill or Andrew Booth. I know that they need an offensive lineman, but I just can't see you passing up on any one of those guys, because if they fall into the second round, they're not going to be around for long. So if I was the Bengals, I would absolutely get Andrew Booth would be my choice here. But Cole Strange, man,
that's a strange one. Strange. No, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him. Being a college football fan, I usually hear a lot of these names. I at least see highlight reels or watch them play, or even see them play in person. Like I go to a lot of college football games, so it's not often that it hasn't been common so far in this draft that I haven't heard a name. It's a pretty interesting one there.
For sure.
I'm excited for him. At this point, I'm more than intrigued. Like, I'm so excited to see how this guy plays.
I can't wait till after we turn the cameras off. I can go back and watch the draft and then hear what the ESPN analysts were saying. I'm also interested in what Twitter is saying, too, about Cole Strange. And if you guys have an opinion as well, I encourage you guys to chat with us and leave your comments and let us know your thoughts on that pick by the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick does think outside of the box, so maybe this was just one of those guys. Okay, so now here's the thing. Some important storylines that we have to cover here. Andrew Booth is falling, but another guy that we've forgotten about that is still falling is Malik Willis. The Bengals are picking and the Vikings are picking. Now, the Vikings could do the option of trading down outside of the first round because the Bengals already have their pick. Their pick is in. So they're locked in at number 31. The Vikings, however, could be on the phone right now, could be hearing calls being like, hey, Malik Willis is still available. Atlanta, Carolina, there's a lot of Detroit, maybe even as well. Like, there's a lot of options out there. Minnesota Vikings could just trade out of number 32 because they have the number 34 pick from the Detroit Lions. So you just sacrifice maybe just a couple spots and you can still get a talented first round guy in the second round. Now, if the Vikings are still there at number 32 and Andrew Booth is still available, I think it's going to be tempting for the Vikings just to lock in Andrew Booth because you need that secondary help. You weren't sold on Patrick Peterson. Peterson is gone. You signed him to a one-year deal. There's just so many things to think about here, but it's looking like, Malik Willis, if a trade does not happen, is going to be taken in the second round. And that's crazy to think that only one quarterback has been taken in the first round. Like, that usually does not happen ever.
That's pretty incredible.
That's
again, it's all just people catching balls and no one throwing them.
We have average JoJo typing in saying, man, that JoJo guy is so sexy.
Oh, what? Hold on, can you repeat that?
Yeah, that JoJo guy is so sexy. Man, that JoJo guy is so sexy.
Wow.
I've got to say that.
Wow.
Man,
that's an incredible compliment. Thank you.
Some other players to really consider here as well. Maybe not for the Bengals, but some other players that could be falling outside of the first round. We got Breece Hall that's going to be falling unless a trade is made. I don't see the Vikings or the Bengals getting him at this point. Malik Willis, we covered him. We've got Trey McBride could be a pick for the Bengals as well. They lost C.J. Uzomah to the New York Jets. Bernard Raymond could be taken as well. Man, some talent's out there. Talent is out there. Andrew Booth, like we mentioned, Dax Hill, they need safety help. Jalen Peachtree as well, the safety from Baylor. But the pick is in for the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know what? It's not surprising me that Strange is not on there anymore. Strange has been gobbled up.
Yeah.
We called that one from a mile away.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm going to look up Cole Strange because
we got to find out who this guy is.
Who is this?
Cole Strange.
NFL draft. As we are about to get another selection here from
for the Bengals. Oh, Will McDowell might be excited about this one. Let's see.
Draft grade, third round. Cole Strange is a third round projection, and he got drafted in the first.
Wow, good for him.
All right. Kind of looks like...
How many rounds are there?
There are 7.
7 rounds?
He kind of looks like a Chris Pratt right there.
Did it? Yeah, look at him.
A little bit of a Chris Pratt, you know?
Like a Wish.com Chris Pratt.
Or is Chris Pratt a Wish.com?
Oh, no, you did not just say that.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Chris Pratt is
My
the
mistake.
sexiest man alive.
Here we go.
All right, Commish.
In the 2022 NFL Draft,
love it.
The AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals select Daxton Hill, defensive back, Michigan.
Daxton Hill is a very good pick here as he is the second best safety according to a lot of people. They call him Dax for short. But the safety from Michigan is going to be making an impact in that secondary, and they need some secondary help for sure. I mean, more so, like you could talk about the cornerback position being the biggest need in the secondary, but the safety helps out a lot. Like Jesse Bates, you don't know what his contract situation and all that's going to look like. So let's go ahead and lock in Dax Hill in case that Jesse Bates situation does not work out. I like to pick a lot for the Cincinnati Bengals, and a team that made the Super Bowl. It's going to be a tough hill to climb to make it back to the Super Bowl, but addressing your defense is one of the first steps that you can make in getting back to glory. So the Bengals make that selection, and the Vikings, the pick is in. They officially are not trading out. So JoJo, that means that Malik Willis will not be drafted. Or will he?
Oh.
By the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota
Vikings. Let's do one more read because we got to get you guys caught up with BUSR before we head out. So I want to go ahead and make sure we get some love to BUSR before we end the show. I just want to go ahead and tell you that BUSR is the premium place for your online sports book. I mean, compared to the big dogs out there, they're not they're way more authentic. They're way more genuine. They have the customer support that could really help you if you're in need. If you're missing money, don't worry about waiting days and hours and weeks or whatever it may be, months to have it processed. I would say BUSR can get it done in a matter of hours or days, as opposed to the other guys taking more days to weeks. But BUSR is the premium place for your online sports book. If you deposit with crypto, you get 45% cash bonus on top of your first deposit. Click that link in the description. Use the promo code T2F, which is already embedded in that link. So all you got to do is just click it, redirects you, sign up, start playing, make your first deposit, and they match your deposit of up to 100%. Guys, put in $500, you get $500 that you can play as a promo courtesy of BUSR. So BUSR.ag, sign up, start playing. Link is in the description.
Are they Busser for short?
See, I asked about that too. When I had the phone call with them, talking about this draft show, I was like, so how do you pronounce your name? Do you pronounce it BUSR or is it Busser? And she kind of laughed. It was like, no, it's not Busser. I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people ask that.
Huh.
It's BUSR.
It's BUSR.
Busser. A Busser.
Yeah, Booser.
Is you? Booser.
Yeah.
But,
Busser.
yeah.
Busser.
So we've got the Minnesota Vikings now available. Let's see. Safety, defensive tackle, cornerback, linebacker. Andrew freaking Booth is still there. This is a dream scenario. Who in our mock draft, we had the Minnesota Vikings sticking at number 12 to take Derek Stingley. Stingley was taken number 3 overall. So, I'm going to go down the route of saying that if you don't get a corner right here, which was the biggest need, I would say, for the Minnesota Vikings, like, what are you thinking? Like, they could go down the route of, okay, maybe passing up on Booth here, take someone else because the Jaguars are going to take someone else, like in the top of the second round at number 33, so they want to make sure that they get that guy at 32. But the Jaguars could take Booth at 33. You never know. Never know. I mean, they did sign Darius Williams, the Jaguars did, to help their secondary, but we're going to have to wait and see. But I believe that the Minnesota Vikings, the smartest move here would be Andrew Booth. They do need a linebacker as well, so Nakobe Dean is also an option. But it's crazy to think that Malik Willis, Nakobe Dean, Andrew Booth, Breece Hall, maybe even, like, these are guys that were projected to go inside of the first round, and they get replaced because guys like Cole Strange get drafted. So
it's pretty incredible.
It's going to be interesting to see with the last pick. Hey, we really appreciate you guys tuning in, by the way, for this podcast and this show, this NFL Draft live stream. So make sure you guys subscribe as well if you guys haven't already. That subscribe button is cut off. Let me fix that real quick. Right there.
There we go.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We have lots of fun all the time. So if you guys are a fan of football, this is definitely the place you want to go and watch. And let's go back to the Minnesota Vikings, though, as the pick is in, and they're about to make the selection here in just a moment. Oops.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it went white for a second. That's a little glitch. Here we go. Last pick.
With the 32nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Lewis Cine, defensive back, Georgia.
Wow. Hell
there's
yeah.
the history. Mel.
There it goes. Lewis Cine is now the newest member of the Minnesota Vikings, the Georgia safety, who kind of crept up as a surprise inside of the first round, was a second-round grade for the longest time, but he was like, nah, we like this guy, impressed at the pro day, and they need safety help. And you don't know the future of Harrison Smith maybe in the long run. Kind of, has a big contract with the age that he has. Lewis Cine could be that replacement, and I like the pick for the Minnesota Vikings. Tell us a little bit more about Lewis Cine.
Man, I wish I had more on his stats, but Lewis Cine was just an incredible fucking football player.
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about the safety position. I mean, he played it probably better than most and that I've ever seen come through Georgia. I'm actually surprised that he wasn't picked a lot sooner. He's like I said, probably one of the best safeties I've seen come through Georgia, at least in my lifetime. He's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Fantastic athlete. He's wicked fast.
Yeah.
And a hard freaking hitter. And he wasn't always the biggest guy on the field either. It was pretty incredible how he would take down these big freaking giants.
Yeah, he was definitely a good player for the Georgia defense that really led them to that national championship.
Oh, yeah.
And so that kind of concludes our NFL live draft show. Make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to do day 2 and day 3, or day 2, which is rounds 2 and 3 here on the show. But we really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, throughout this whole drafts live show, thank you for chatting in. And after this publishes, I encourage you guys to comment down below and let us know who was the surprise picks, which picks that you like, which picks that you hate. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I don't know really else to say. I mean, Lewis Cine, I kind of go off of him. Incredible story. He actually has a daughter, I think 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So he had a pretty young, but so kind of seeing the story and like what he's playing for, kind of gives me the chills.
Oh yeah.
So we've actually, before we wrap up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers actually traded up to the beginning of the second round. So it's going to start at pick 33 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's because the Jacksonville Jaguars did that whole trade, and they traded back up. But let's go ahead and show you, as ESPN is showing you the Georgia first-round defensive players. Quay Walker, Jordan Davis being taken here, Trayvon Walker, Devonte Wyatt, and Lewis Cine. Those are your boys.
Quay and Trayvon, man.
You see it?
You switched Quay and Trayvon, but that's okay.
That's okay.
But yeah, no, that's incredible. I mean, freaking go Dogs, man. I hope to see this every year.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
It was almost Nakobe Dean as well.
Almost.
Could have been in that conversation.
Man.
But he'll definitely get his name announced tomorrow for sure. JoJo, thank you for tuning in. Any last words?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so first of all, we are going to be coming up with Apple Butter Podcasts. It's we've filmed one. It is what it is. We'll probably scrap it, film another first one, but either way, that'll be probably somewhere. But anyway, Apple Butter Podcast will probably won't drop till I would say January of next year.
I'd say so. Yeah.
But y'all have that to look forward to. It's a lot more of me being a doofus, but also a lot more of him being a doofus and less professional. So, two doofuses.
Yeah. I mean, man, it's so hard to just kind of let loose when you got to all of this to.
I know. It's not just me derailing a show. Now it's both of us derailing a show.
Both of us derailing. Yeah, exactly.
Together.
Exactly. Like you only get 60% of my personality now.
Yeah, it's the togetherness that really makes it something special.
Exactly. So I mean,
Apple Butter Podcast will be coming. And yeah, thanks for putting up with my derailing and my craziness. I tend to be a little bit of a loose cannon. I know that about myself, but I also hate it about myself. So, but yeah, thanks again. And Average JoJo, AVRG, on YouTube and Instagram, even though I don't really post much to YouTube. So that's it for me.
And that'll be it for us here at Time to Football. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Time to Football studio. Again, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. And we would love to interact with you guys moving forward in the future. Subscribe. Follow us on social media as well. We're here on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. Just search Time to Football. All one word with the number 2. You will find us. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this NFL Draft live stream. See you tomorrow.